Hello, and welcome to Final Show Films. I'm John, the executive producer here, and I've got a few pre-show notes for you. First, a reminder. All of the content we produce is available on our website at finalshowfilms.com, as well as youtube.com/senstaku, senstaku.podbean.com, twitch.tv/senstaku, and on iTunes. We are only able to do the things we do thanks to the kind support of our Patreon donors. We give a special shout out to our $25 tier supporters, Antitonic and Waterflame. If you'd like to support us that way, be sure to check it out. Secondly, a thank you to the folks over at 411mania.com. They produce articles and content related to wrestling, MMA, movies, music, and gaming. Go check them out. We appreciate their support as well. And lastly, be sure to subscribe, comment, and rate, if possible, wherever you listen to or watch our content. It helps us know what you like, what you don't like, and helps us make more content. Feedback is always appreciated. With all that being said, sit back, relax, and enjoy.
By the party,
We're
you mean
live. Hey everyone. Also, before we start with our introductions real quick, thank you to Antitonic, who subscribed for 4 months in a row. Roll for initiative. So we are probably going to do that sometime today, Auntie, but thanks for a subscription. So go ahead. Liam, take it away.
All right. Welcome to this Legends of Exandria one-shot for our Tal'Dorei Day episode of our Sunday game. We're going to go ahead and roll straight into it, but first, let me introduce our players, starting with John.
I'm John, and I'm playing Rogar Stormborn.
And Jeremy.
I am Jeremy, and I'm playing Nathathe Dryalis.
And Aaron.
Hi, I'm Erin, and I'm playing Fifi Richmond.
And Jeff.
Hi, I'm Jeff, and I'm playing Dorvac Shield Smasher.
And Mara, who is guesting with us today.
Yes, I'm Mara, and I'm playing Flaberti Isenvernoragal, aka Bugs.
All right. Let's jump right in, shall we? So, we bring your gaze far south of Tal'Dorei, to the desert continent of Marquette. Roughly 400 years passed from the modern days of Exandria. And deep in the desert, we find a burgeoning jewel of a city, An-Karel, just now becoming the jeweled city of the desert. And we draw our gazes to the towering spire of the Cerulean Palace, being built ever higher, as we join 5 legendary heroes outside its front steps. Rogar Stormborn, Blue Dragonborn, King of Draconia, Breaker and Forger of Chains, Ruler of the Flying Islands, Destroyer of Slave Masters. You founded the Kingdom of Draconia, and you wield legendary arms and armor. Agony, the whip that saw thousands of executions. Playoff. Honor's Last Stand, Shield of Bahamut, and the Armor of Valiant Souls, made by the one that you wish to see today. Dorvac Shield Smasher, Smith of Kings, Forger of Crowns and Legendary Weapons, a dwarf of incredible renown, wielding the Pyre Maul, Legendary Flame Hammer, and the Chain of the Ifrit. You have traveled far and forged much, mastering the art of smith. And here you are, in the heart of the desert, seeking audience with an old friend. Flaberti Eisen Venerego, master of the arcane, founder of the Alabaster Lyceum, and founding member of the Arcana Pansophical, keeper of arcane secrets, and scholar of hidden knowledge. You have been requested by a friend who rules this city. Nathafe Dryalis, the Fate Slayer, Drow, Exile, Thief of the Circlet of Barbed Vision. I totally failed to mention that Fliberty has the Cabal's Ruin, but that'll...
No.
And
I'll be
that's where the train of
surprised.
thought failed.
Anyway, Thief of the Circlet of Barbed Vision. Renowned Assassin. Dangerous Wanderer. Your services have been requested by one who rules this place. Fifi Richmaw. Chosen of the Changebringer. Usurper of Fate. Master of Destiny. Ruler of the Flying Ship. Here you are, in the birthplace of flying ships, at the request of the ruler of the Cerulean Palace. All of you stand at the front steps of this massive Cerulean city. You, who wield... Actually, I forget which stuff you have.
Kiss
you
of
who
the
wield-
Changebringer.
Yeah, you who wield the Kiss of the Changebringer. And the legendary blade, the 9 Lives Stealer. I hope I haven't forgotten anyone's weapons. Actually, I did. Nathafe, you who wield the Condemner crossbow. There's so many legendary weapons, guys. I gotta get some.
It's all good.
Lots of proper nouns going around right now.
Yep.
All right. So, each of you stand before the towering structure of the Cerulean Palace. At its front steps, guarded by dozens of the guards of the city, known as the Hand of Ord. And as you stand, waiting, eyeing each other, as you have met here on the steps, a familiar figure to each of you begins to make their way down the steps. They wear simple clothing, mostly cloth garments. They forsake footwear for the sake of bare feet on the sands. As they step down the steps, their darkened skin and long dark hair framing coal, burning eyes as they approach calmly. So comes Jamon Saort, the ruler of Ankarel. Ah, my friends. It is good to see each of you. I am glad that you have answered my summons in this dire time. Rogar, Dorvak, Bugs, Nathafe, Beef. I am sure that you have all met in your travels.
I just arch a scaly brow at Nathafe. Yes.
Who sort of lowers the smoke glasses she's wearing because fucking bright
Met is certain.
day.
Met is
Nice and
certainly a term
sunny.
that could be used.
I know you. Of course, it's lovely to see you. I'm not sure I know this one. Looking at
Dorvak's he's got his maul on his shoulder, and in his other hand, he's just got a large flagon of ale that he's just been drinking this whole time. He's looking at us like, yeah, and you've been dragging us out here to this godforsaken desert. You know how long it takes to get down here?
I do apologize for the length of the travel.
You always do find the best companions for us, though. For me, though.
Ah, dragon.
We'll introduce you two over drinks later. Though I suppose drinks now as well.
I was going to say,
It's always time for drinks.
are we stopping drinking for the moment?
But nonetheless, I'm glad that you have all come. It is in somewhat dire circumstances, they say. I have been alerted by my oracles and diviners that a dire threat approaches this burgeoning jewel. A shadow that rules the rest of this desert would see its clawed tyrant hands upon my own city. And its descent is to come soon. I would see you defend this city alongside myself from this tyrant ruin. But first, there are rumors that its servants have infiltrated my city. I would have you seek them out, as I am somewhat high profile in this city.
Don't worry, keep a low profile. It's very.
Well, you are all well known in your own circles. Ankarel is relatively new, and you should be able to pass as strangers. With
So,
the exception of you, Fifi. But I expect you know how to keep yourself hidden.
Yeah, I'm fine.
She looks around the group. Well, we're definitely stranger. I would not disagree there.
So, what's the name of this? What are we seeking out?
There is an individual of lizardly descent, a lizard folk, who supposedly has had contacts with the individuals who have come here. His name is Historian, and he will answer your call when you mention my name. You can find him typically frequenting the taverns within the market centers.
Any taverns in particular, Shimon?
I believe one that
I
Fifi helped found, the Lux Run. Although, I think he would be interested knowing that your ship is in port, Fifi.
I'll certainly make sure that the current overseers know and that he would be happy to head along.
Well then, if we already have a stage set, perhaps we should go and play our parts.
Be aware, Historian is not your enemy. He is a good contact who will point you in the right direction with the proper convincing.
I can be quite convincing, and I am well aware of Miss Richmall's ability to do the same.
That is one of the many services that I do provide.
I thank you for this service, and I look forward to seeing you before the impending attack of this creature.
Of course.
Very well. I leave you to your work. I must prepare. And they turn and with a final nod.
We've.
Well then, are we to the Lux Run, or are we to your ship, Richmall?
I will head quickly by my own place and ensure that word has reached them, as it likely has. You're likely welcome to accompany me or head back to the ship for entertainment if such things bore you. Lord of Decree.
I will come with you. The rest?
We'll check out this Lux Run.
Yeah, let's go. Let's go to this tavern. Should be fun.
Eh. Why not?
Then we are all on the same course. Lead the way.
All right, so some of you are heading to the ship, some of you are heading to Lux Run.
I think we're all heading to Lux Run.
Yeah.
I offered the option of the ship and no one took it.
Yeah.
Fifi will make her way through the city, keeping that sort of pirate brim hat down over her eyes.
Yeah. Nepheve is keeping the hood and the glasses down because this is not a place that does shadows.
So
It's very bright here.
Yes.
I'm wearing a platinum shield, an ebony flail with 3 spiked heads, and green and black armor. I'm not hiding anything. Also,
Gorak isn't really hiding much either. He's got this,
Also, I'm
incredibly shiny, silver and red chainmail and a giant maul on his shoulder.
Also, I'm a 7-foot tall dragonborn with a long mane of white hair. It's roughly the dimensions of a shit brick house, so...
I mean,
shit,
that's
Yes, a shit brick house.
that is perfectly fine because the enormity of you masks the rest of us.
Everyone sees the dragonborn. No one sees anything else.
Yeah.
Fifi is
with the
dressed
the giant
very
staff.
ostentatiously, but just
And that-
Cloak.
it's just the glowing eyes that are not.
And that is sort of the case, is as the group of you parade through the streets, all eyes fall very much first on Rogar. As he sort of parades with his kingly gait through the streets of Ank'Harel. It takes a couple seconds for anyone to notice any of the rest of you when Rogar walks through.
I see your humility is as wonderful as ever.
Humility is not required when one has the strength to prove themselves.
Oh, do not get me wrong. Humility
As
is
they're
not
fighting,
one-
I'll quickly drop by Andraste's favor, make sure they know that I am in town, and that I have a certain individual I'd love for them to send over if they happen to frequent, before we head to the place where the person actually is.
And the individuals there are happy to see you because you always bring good business whenever you're in town.
Mhm.
Certainly, we will see this lizard folk. Yes, we've seen him a few times in the past weeks. I'm certain he would be very happy to see you on your ship.
Of course. Thanks. And let me know if there's anyone who thinks that they can skim off the top or cheat the house out of its well-earned winnings.
Absolutely, I'm sure they will be. I'm sure they will be enjoying a stay in your mirror.
Don't get me wrong. Humility is not. I have many fine qualities. That's not one of them.
Of this fact I am aware.
A raging start.
That's all nice. What are you talking about?
Yes, no. Nathafe is choosing to take that as a compliment
It is.
while recognizing the obvious insult implied as well. Because drow. If you have not insulted somebody 17 times in a paragraph as a drow, you're not doing your job.
All right. So the group of you en masse make your way to Lux Run, which is, while not as large as it would be in modern times, is a extravagant affair, smoky with the burning of incense and people sitting on plush cushions and gambling, playing all sorts of different native Ank'Harel games. Most of the people here have that sort of Marquesian skin tone, but there are a couple of outsiders, and so you're not completely strange to this city, but you definitely stand out, you beings of legendary import.
Bayfield will walk in with the utter confidence of someone who actually genuinely does do this all the time.
And just walk into there with the Storvac just walks in. It's the idea that he doesn't care what anyone really thinks about him. He's like, where's the easiest place to get a drink? And just plant himself it's planting himself somewhere where he can get a very good view of everything. He's not trying to hide, so he's not like some secluded table or anything. It's just find an open spot somewhere near the middle, plant the hammer down, and sit at a table.
So this relatively massive dwarf kind of just makes his way over to one of the more obvious seating arrangements, and just this hammer with licks of flame just kind of slowly drifting off of it just hits the ground as he sits down, and just holds up a hand for a drink as if expecting someone to fill it. And someone does, as someone steps by with a mug and just sort of places it in your hand.
Is this the place where you can get sand kegs ale?
Yes.
I mean, you can get that anywhere.
Tell me,
You know
Dorvac,
where to look for it.
have you ever sampled the ale crafted from a sand keg?
Oh, I can't say that I have. That
Well, then.
sounds interesting.
I think you will find it to be quite the experience, and I'm ordering some for me and Dorvac.
Ah, the sand cakes hide.
Indeed.
Very well, we are adventurous. That will be, and I forget what exactly the gold price was, but you guys have the gold.
Yeah.
I reach into my kingly purse and pay for it.
And so, a bottle is placed. It's this sort of like translucent green glass that houses the substance, and it's sort of placed in front of you with a series of shot glasses.
Yeah.
Nothafe, would you care for some?
What is this again?
This is ale made from the hide of the sand keg.
Jeff, you're leaning a little off screen.
Oh. Normally I would say yes, but we are on the job.
Funk.
I prefer my celebration to be unreserved.
And
I'll make sure there's some for later. Fifu will
Of
just
course you
sit
will.
down and wait for someone to recognize her using the gambling feat.
Mm-hmm.
And
See
I
if just like one of the proprietors or something happens to.
down my shot.
Yeah, it's just kind of look at the shot and you're like, okay, it's a little small glass, boom, pound it.
All right, both of you make me a Constitution saving throw.
And we both have +5 to that saving throw.
I am
By the way, William, out of curiosity, does my immunity to acid damage provide anything to this?
I've got resistance to poison.
No, but Doravac's dwarven resilience does give him advantage.
All right.
yeah, that's
I'm also immune to poison and disease.
Which will help.
Okay.
Which will make your DC a little lower.
21.
Hang on, let me adjust something really quick.
This is a pretty crappy roll considering my bonus.
so I am wandering around a bit.
Is that your regular con save?
16.
Oh.
Was that with a +5?
Yeah,
That
like
was-
that should include your paladin save bonus.
Mine.
Oh,
yeah,
there's a
sorry.
+5. Oh, that makes mine 26. then.
Mine didn't add it to it, but it's 21. Or
Alright.
yeah,
If I get a +5 from him, then I
yeah,
got
you get a +5 for me
6.
because you're you're an ally within.
Yeah, so
Certain
Dorvac, you knock that back, and ooh, it burns, and you feel your mouth going numb for a second, but you just take it, and it goes down. And it's sort of like super whiskey. Yeah. So and Rogar, you take it, and it's got a little bit more bite because you're not as naturally resistant to poison. You're resistant to poisons based on the equipment that you wear. But you take it and it bites, and it bites hard, but you can stand it.
Yeah. Oh. What are we here
Drinking,
to see?
drinking, much like battle, only finds pleasure when it's a challenge.
And while that's happening, I would like Bugs. You said you're wandering around.
Yeah, I'm wandering around because I'm curious.
Yeah.
I've never been here, and I want to see what's going on around here.
So Bugs can roll me an investigation check, and Fifi, you can roll me a perception check.
15.
All right.
13.
All right. So, Bugs, as you're wandering around, you spot a number of different games. There's people smoking like pipes and hookahs of like some kind of incense or herb. There's people just kind of sitting and having idle conversation on these like soft cushions on the ground. There are people gambling over what appears to be a sort of a game that involves lizards running down a track. There are dice games and card games being played. And you're just sort of taking in all of these sights while Fifi, you're sort of looking around looking for potential gambling partners, and you notice someone who has noticed you in the opposite corner of the room is this hooded individual wearing sort of almost kind of ragged garb that's just kind of like leaning sort of both arms up on a chair that they sat on. They got like a hood up, and you can just see the reptilian snout peeking out from under the hood, and the green scales that adorn them as they just sort of lean back. They seem to be watching you from under the hood as a reptilian tail flicks from side to side.
Oh, it seems I've found our friend. Nathfe, would you like to join me?
Of course.
Fifi will get up and walk over.
Yep. Yeah, she rises.
Assassin protection.
Yeah, yes, and falls right into step behind as clear enforcer type.
I watch where they're going, but I don't follow.
And so as the two of you approach, he sort of looks up from his seat at you, and there's this sort of like this, not threatening, just sort of idle. There's this sort of idle crocodilian growl, this sort of the Lady Richmore. I see you have returned to Ankarel.
I go wherever the winds take me, and by that I mean wherever I decide the winds are going.
It is good to see you have returned. I see you have brought a friend.
By any chance be interested in the delights of an even grander establishment?
Ah, yes. I have heard you have come to town with your flying ship. I would be quite interested in seeing such a place.
Well, I'm always looking for new partners for my games. So many have unfortunate habits that I try and break them of course, but I don't mean any such assumption.
Well, I know you. I'm afraid I must have you at a bit of a disadvantage, though.
Oh, God seemed to provide me with certain amounts of knowledge. Historian.
Yes, that would be my name.
Nathafe at this point, without saying it, she is saying nothing at this moment, but just casually takes out a pair of gloves and starts putting them on, just in case. Nothing She does not give ominous looks or anything like that.
Just casually applying gloves.
Just casually putting gloves on.
But
I really would love it if you would come by.
yes, it seems that you have business that you would ask of me. So let us take this to a more private location. As private as your ship can be.
Oh, I think most find it quite serviceable, wouldn't you say? Looking to nothing.
Oh, absolutely. Is exactly as she
Also, that's a 28 on getting him to gamble with me. Because I have the gambler feat.
said. Yep.
Well, assuming that my companions have not decided that the entire bottle is the correct way to consume that particular beverage,
I
I'll be
believe that
headed
is.
back there now.
I believe there is a chance of that.
Yes, and I am not healing them from such foolhardy actions. Actually, you
nor
know,
should you,
Set
darling.
up a bar in Draconia.
Oh no.
And I'd have one in Draconia. Oh,
As our GM vanishes from the
Yeah.
ether.
the world suddenly starts collapsing in on itself. We realize that the true apocalypse is the internet.
Yeah.
See the little fuzzy pixelation around the edges of things. It's all fake.
Everything we knew was a lie.
Oh yeah.
Internet problems.
About this, I want to open a branch of my casinos. The Androstate's Favor, the Androstate's Wings, Androstate's Hands in Draconia. I'm sure that providing services might go a long way towards property rights.
Gotta love that my internet picks now to fuck up. Okay.
Was that addressed at me or was that addressed to someone else?
That was addressed at I'm trying to vamp so that the GM comes back. But yes, it was generally directed at your character.
We'll have to
All right.
see.
So the last thing that I heard was I'm going to attempt to make a persuasion check to get them to gamble with me.
Yep, I got a 28.
All right. So, hang on, I'm gonna.
And I've offered
There we
I've
go.
offered him to come back to my ship to gamble.
All right.
And also because I want things from him.
Mostly information.
All right.
And
All right. So,
as I turn away, I actually will meet him with my eyes, letting that sort of burning green glow show before pulling the hat back down and heading back to our table.
and those of you who notice this do realize that at least one of Fifi's eyes has this sort of ominous green glow to them.
I have lots of ominous clothes.
And he sort of looks at you, and you see the sort of the yellow reptilian eyes that just sort of look back at you with this knowing smirk. Yes. No, excuse me.
And he sneezes.
It's rare for a lizard folk to sneeze. But yes, I think I would enjoy seeing this floating ship and taking part of your games. Shall we away then?
Of course.
Wonderful.
And if I pass by bugs wandering around, I'll.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah.
I'm
probably
headed
been
back
paying
to my
attention.
place. Please feel free to be here, or I'm sure I can entertain you.
All right.
My Lady of the Alabaster Lyceum.
Thanks. I'll head with.
Hmm.
So, like, just trailing behind, looking at everything.
I'll see.
When
Your
Go
kingship,
ahead.
Master Smith.
I grab the bottle and stand up.
yeah, get up, hand on the table for a second there. Okay, let's.
Come, Dorvac. We will continue this elsewhere. And I'll follow out.
All right. So you all make your way to the Sky Dock, which is one of the only ones of its kind that exists in Ank'Harel. And as you approach, the dock master sort of hails you. Ah, Miss Richma, I see you wish to return to your ship.
Indeed.
You've had a couple of gamblers visiting. Looks like your guards are keeping a close watch on the situation.
If any don't come out, don't worry about it. And if a man comes out screaming in terror, then don't worry about it.
Yes, we have been given ample warning from Jamon.
Nathafe chuckles at that.
As I approach, if you were to build a casino in Draconia, we would probably have to make a more permanent tether for your ship, I'd imagine.
Well, that might be advantageous to you anyways. Floating islands, floating ships, they seem like they would offer each other some convenience.
The convenience is understood. It's the funds to construct such a thing. As we have this conversation of economics as we approach the thing.
Gambling
as
can
you're
be
being-
quite the revenue source.
As you're being raised on a platform up into the sky.
Yeah.
As
This is fascinating.
as the platform raises up and you are all deposited onto the main deck of this ship, which I am sure Fifi has named.
Yes, and Drostate's wings.
Andraste's
I told you this one.
So
How does it stay aloft?
Oh, well, there's magical crystals. I will be sure to have one of my technicians show you around and answer any questions you have about the technical and magical capabilities of the craft.
Perfect. Meanwhile, I assume that was Historian you were talking to.
Indeed.
who is still walking with you?
Yeah.
Oh, he is? Okay.
He's right there.
Okay, I thought. All right.
Sorry.
And as you get a better look at him, you realize he's wearing like a leather harness and like a leather waistcloth and not much else aside from the very sort of like thrown over leather cloak that sort of like covers his face. You realize as a lizard folk, he's used to A, not wearing much, and B, extreme heat.
No pants. Got it.
Pants are overrated.
This is true. Do we want to have a private place to have this conversation?
I have such things.
Are you sure?
I imagined our great wizard here could make the private room exceptionally private.
That would, of course, be greatly appreciated.
Would you be comfortable with that, Hisarian?
I am sure there is much business to be done, and if you have something you need from me, I am assured of my own safety. So, yes, I would be fine with this.
Good. Where's someplace nice and big with a nice view? I think we should have this in a nice view. You have big windows anywhere?
I think I can arrange it. There's sort of a skydecky part.
Yeah, skydeck.
Yes, sort of a viewing deck. Yeah.
Yep.
Perfect.
But because it's a ship, it's all like I can rearrange where things are pretty easily, so I'll just change it from being a sky deck to it's occasionally the penthouse suite place, and we'll just make it that for now.
All right. And I will sit there and cast 10 minutes Mordenkainen's Private Sanctum, which
I'll
is that.
get the mirror.
So
Alright,
I really
so-
would
basically
advise
probably
Just as a warning, no lying.
You cast Zone of Truth.
I guess Zone of Truth. I get out a magic mirror of soul trapping. That is technically called.
slightly paranoid. I appreciate that.
Mirror of life trapping. I was close.
Mordenkainen's Private Sanctum creates an area that is a cube, as small as 5 feet or as large as 100 feet on each side.
Yep, so probably
that's-
just making it for the size of the room.
Just big enough for the room.
Mhm.
Well, you decide what sort of security it provides, and it can provide any or all of the following properties.
Yep.
So sound can't pass through the barrier at the edge of the warded area. It appears dark and foggy, preventing vision, including dark vision. Sensors created by divination spells can't appear inside the protected area or pass through the barrier. Creatures in the area can't be targeted by divination spells. Nothing can teleport into or out of it, and planar travel is blocked within it.
Yep, so I'm doing all of those except for making it dark and foggy. Because it's nice and sunny in here, and I like the sun. So,
you can see through it. You just can't hear or do anything else through it.
Yep.
Basically.
yep. And that looks like just me starting to draw an arcane sigils on the ground. They're sort of red.
As Fliberti just
Gold-colored.
kind of wanders around the edge of the room, drawing runes with her staff on the floor as they sort of light up this arcane blue.
I'll sort of cast Zone of Truth, melding it into the same general area.
So these divine yellow runes sort of appear adjacent to the arcane blue ones that mark the warding zone where truth is mandatory, as I need
your
everyone
save
within the room to make a wisdom
Choose
saving.
to fail it.
I choose to fail it. Anyone that wants to try to save against it gets a +5.
I'm gonna
I'm
try
assuming
and
except
save against it.
I'm assuming except for Historian.
Except for
but
Historian.
That's all right.
Correct.
I mean, I'll give it a shot. It's wisdom, right?
Yeah.
Or charisma.
Charisma. Oh,
Oh,
good.
it's charisma?
That's better.
I
No,
have
that's
You know, I just
Yeah.
realized that your paladin ability stacks with my vestige to make me fucking invincible. So that's
Which is awesome.
Yeah, 21.
13.
+5.
18, yeah, sorry.
Oh, then 26, yeah.
What's your spell DC?
18.
Okay, so you just barely make it, Nathafe.
She has no intention to necessarily lie, but she
What?
likes having the option if need be.
I
With
mean, you kind of have the option. There is still a mirror of life trapping here.
You're not wrong.
With the divine boost from the Paladin of Bahamut next to you, you managed to
Stormlord.
resist the Paladin of the Stormlord. Sorry, yeah, the Paladin of the Stormlord next to you. Sorry, you have the Shield of Bahamut.
I stole that fucking shield.
With the Paladin of the Stormlord next to you, you find the strength to resist the spell, but it's still there, and you get the sense, Fifi, that Historian did not resist the spell. So anything he says is at the very least true to him.
In the room,
will-
Dorvac will drag
I'll
a chair
roll
over to
my
a
eyes
wall
very
away from the
emphatically at the
windows.
two who dared to.
I will not lie, this is not one of my favorite spells, but I have no intention of doing so otherwise. Have I ever?
Yes.
Fine.
Some of the tales
Annoying.
I've heard,
It's not
yes?
transgression.
You I have never lied to.
You didn't ask if you had ever lied to me. You had asked if you had ever lied.
What was that, Dorvac, you said a second
You
ago?
make a valid
Dorvac
point.
basically, when they walk in there, he drags a chair over to the wall, as far away from the windows as he can get. And it's kind of, he doesn't care about the zone of truth thing, so he's just planting himself down.
Well then.
So, shall we have some cards while we speak?
Of course. I have lots of gambling sets, proficiencies.
I have no gambling except proficiency, but I will still sit down to play because talking.
Ooh, we're gonna play cards? Sure.
Correction.
You know I'm
going to lose at cards. Is what's going to happen here.
You're going to be fleeced at cards. This is what's going to happen.
Deception without lying is always the best.
I mean, it is a charisma-based check.
Uh-huh.
It is. That I have no
Does it
proficiency in.
technically apply for my gambler bluff?
Technically, it would be a. It wouldn't be a downtime action, and it would be a charisma gambling set check rather than a charisma deception check.
Okay.
So, not quite, but your prodigious charisma does apply, and your
My
proficiency.
charisma and my proficiency both presumably apply, given I'm picking the goddamn game. Okay.
So is this just charisma checks all around?
Oh, okay.
Charisma or just charisma or an ability check? This is
Charisma, if you have proficiency with Three
Cards.
Dragon.
3 Dragon Ante.
Yeah, 3 Dragon Ante.
Charisma?
If you have proficiency with 3 Dragon Ante, roll that. If not, roll charisma.
Yeah, nope.
I'm gonna use my luck. I'm gonna use my first.
I
luck.
mean, I net 20'd.
Yeah, use that
Yes,
luck on
you're gonna
random-
win, but I don't want to lose to multiple people. I
It's
was
going, I
going
got
to do
better
it
things to
anyway when
do
I
than
rolled
lose
below
all-
a 10.
Lose all the money to this.
24 against a nat 20, but
So, I mean, not the Fae, you just kind of have a winning hand just by the luck of the
Yes.
cards.
Well, and without lying, she likes distracting people.
Yeah.
So she turns
and
to
that is
casual
absolutely
conversation.
the name of the game.
Yeah, she turns to casual conversations. So, Fifi, how's we haven't caught up in so long. Tell me, how have things been? As she keeps this
I think
going.
they're
to
finally getting the idea about the mirror of your soul will be trapped here forever if you try and lie, or steal in my establishment.
I mean, I will be honest. I think that it is hilarious that it takes them as long as they do.
I know. It's so frustrating. I think it's my fault for moving so much, though.
And so,
Permanent
no.
locations.
It is their fault for being dumb.
So it's like, as it turns out, Fifi, you're very good at this game, and it looks like Historian is a pretty good hand himself, but just by the luck of the cards, Nathafe happens to have a winning hand.
That's fine.
So waiting until the spell is finished being cast.
Yep.
Playing cards.
And after a couple of hands, Fliberty finishes the spell, and everything just there's this shimmering blue barrier that marks the delineation of the sanctum.
You can feel like the air pressure probably changes, and there's sound. The sound is different because you can't hear the sound of the ship at all.
It's all just
In here.
Everything outside the sanctum just goes completely silent.
I'll just fold the cards up and put them down. While this has been an entertaining diversion, Historian, we were told that you had information related to troubled parties within the city, seeking to cause some amount of havoc for Jamon Sa'ord.
Yes. I had suspected this would be why so many significant figures would be appearing with me. But, as we all know, knowledge has a price.
And what is your price? I say, and I just want to say that sentence with the full force of the Dragonborn behind it.
Make me an intimidation check.
Just for the emphasis of name your price carefully. See if I.
Nathafe just casually starts doing this to make sure the gloves are on appropriately tightly.
That's 21.
It's an natural one on his end.
There you go.
Also, I mean, he has disadvantage on his saving throw for the intimidation, anyways, but because of my aura of conquest.
Kind of moot in this
But
case.
it's a natural one, so.
So he's yes. Well, typically something like this is a bit larger than coin, but you have quite the imposing friends, dear Richma. But well, should this city be ransacked by a tyrant beast, it would not be good for business. So I am somewhat inclined to assist. Perhaps name a price that I believe would be beneficial.
Oh.
Can I think, like...
A platinum piece hits the table.
Please. We all know what we are dealing with. We must at least be reasonable.
Do I know what a reasonable price would be?
Well, we're talking, like, city-level intrigue. Like, this is the rise and fall of kingdoms.
Nathafe leans forward and says, I have no need to be reasonable.
Would you like to also roll an intimidation check?
All right. Hold on. 14. It's not terrible.
Rolled better on that one.
He still has disadvantage.
Same thing twice.
Hey.
Please, he says, sort of looking to Fifi. I feel like this is a place of fair business, and I feel like I am being unfairly put upon.
I reach into my bag.
I'll hold up a hand. Indeed. I understand that you feel the odds are not in your favor in this case. And as I'm doing that, I'm casting Bless on myself, because ability checks. We, of course, strive to make every customer feel happy, and your valued ally, and also a valued customer. I think my friends might be able to renegotiate their price, though it may depend on what you want.
Dorvac gets up. Dorvac walks us over the table. He slams a hand axe, a very beautifully made hand axe, into the table. Say, stop this little prancing about prices and stuff. I offer you.
You're replacing the
choice.
table.
What's that bleeding table? I offer you choice, weapons, and a weapon and piece of armor from the forges of the Shield Smasher clan.
I have no desire to renegotiate, but I'm not the only person to offer anything here. So if you all...
I just indicate towards Dorvac's offer.
I'm being bad cop.
Oh,
I'll
we're
offer again.
fine.
That
Take
is-
your poison.
That is indeed a wonderful offer. I would partake of these weapons and arms, But also, he sort of looks an eye over at Rogar. Should this go south, I would request safe passage from this place, perhaps to Draconia.
Passage to my kingdom can be arranged. And I leave the period right there.
But
Very well.
let us be clear. If at any point in this situation we learn that you have fucked us, there's nowhere in Draconia or otherwise that will be safe from me.
Please. I have learned a long time ago that the deals that keep repeat business are the fair deals.
It'll be a fair deal. If he doesn't want to, then I can take you anywhere. So, and I think it's in your best interest to tell us what you know, because I know your friend, Jamon, was kind of hoping that you could help us out here. So,
Yes, I am indeed here to assist.
powerful friends are good to have.
After all, I cannot lie within this circle.
Mm-hmm.
So I will be forthright. Now that this bargain has been struck, there is beset upon this city a terrible beast. A fiery beast of wings and scale. A dragon of immense size. Who would conquer these sands and make this city his own. His servants, his coerced underlings, would infiltrate and make the walls weak, set the stage for his hordes to arrive and his inevitable shadow to fall. Yes, gone by many names, but the one that he takes for himself is Thordak.
So
Do
where
you
are the...
recognize this name?
Yeah, same.
You can all roll a history check.
All right.
I am maintaining my bless, not spending it on this.
I rolled a 4.
I also
23.
rolled a 4 because
Bless can be used for every check that you make, as long as you can maintain concentration. Guidance.
Oh,
goes
right. No, I meant guidance. I don't actually have bless. Sorry.
Okay.
I have bless, but I should
normally
not.
have
Nafa don't
Bane
fuck
because
with
it's a
no
better
dragons
spell.
unless she's paid to, so she has no reason to know anything. Thus the 4.
Yeah.
I have 4 because he
The
has...
Drow and the Dragonborn are too busy with their own shit.
Fifi, you've heard rumors of a dragon that lives in the desert wastes. That is potentially very dangerous. Bugs, you've heard the same. Dorvac, you are very in tune with dragons, especially red dragons, because they are a natural enemy of dwarves and a well-known source of materials for weapons and armor. You've heard of this Thordak. It's a particularly large tyrant-like beast that has lorded over the majority of Marquette Sands for a long time.
So, where are the servants of this beast, that we might put them and him to rest?
There is a place deep within the city, close to the outer gates, hidden away, where there is a cult, I think is the term, devoted to this dragon that would see rituals done to weaken the walls and its defenders. I can mark on a map of the city this place for you to potentially seek out.
Reach into my bag of holding where I have really ridiculous amounts of adventuring stuff. Pull out a map. It's probably a few years old at this point.
Yeah, and there's been a lot of construction, but he's able to mark down a spot that is near the walls, but it is definitely in a sort of a big sprawl of urban construction. Here you will find a solitary, very plain building that is adorned in reds and blacks that houses an underground basement that, well, in which you will find these cultists. They are known by the burnt scars and their very, well, their symbol is a dragon's scale that they wear as a brooch.
Well then.
Anyone who would be serving a dragon like that deserves to get their heads kicked in.
I look over at Dorvac
Is that good, eh?
and tilt my head.
I'm sure he means no offense, darling. Actually, I'm not sure of that.
Well then, we have a location. I'm sure Hisarion will enjoy spending more money aboard your lovely ship, Miss Richmore.
Of course.
Shall we pursue?
Yeah.
Yep.
They'll
One of
send-
my favorite words.
Mine as well.
Yes, I will enjoy my time here upon your ship and partake while you all go be heroes of the day.
Have a lovely time.
I am sure I will have such.
Oh.
He sort of stands up and goes to enjoy the rest of the ship.
Well then.
Thorvac will give him basically a letter of marque, basically with he'll put his stamp on it that basically says if you contact the Shield
Coupon.
Smashers and they will provide you with what you
Coupon.
want. Yeah, it's basically a coupon that says give this guy a weapon and a set of armor that he requests, basically.
He takes it from you. I appreciate this.
More like a gift certificate.
Yeah,
Mm.
hey.
Yeah.
It's a fancy gift certificate. It's got a wax stamp on it and everything.
Super
I
fan.
think that the other end of the pyramid just has a permanent pad of wax on it. It's just
It's melted.
flip, bam.
Oh, it's beautiful.
I'm going to part Dorvac of enough to replace the goddamn table.
I just put a bag of money on the table
The point is whoever damaged it, but I appreciate it anyway.
for Dorvac's damages.
I was gonna say I do not put money on the table.
If you're going to build a casino in my lands, we should at least make sure the tables are of fine quality.
Dragonborn tend to ruin tables pretty quick.
It's
But with
true.
all the
They're
with all
perfectly fine quality when a mastersmith isn't slamming axes into them.
you know,
Too
what
much
with the
point.
dripping
Around the
fire,
top.
dripping
They're just
acid, dripping
straight-
lightning.
When I say fine quality, I mean able to resist the various breaths that will issue from various dragonborn who don't like to lose.
Marble.
Yes, I
table.
can
must
do
say-
that.
Oh,
I
tempers.
I can vouch for these tables. I have tested their strength on many occasions.
You say it like that.
What?
You know what?
Let
I
us
want
re-
to know what, how.
Let us repair to the city below.
What is wrong with that?
I stand up and start walking out.
So he was pretty. I will get rid of the circle of truth and put the mirror back. I was smart not to take the gold, the platinum. He wouldn't have left here with it. Would have just been mine.
Well, That's sort of the point of a ship like this, isn't it?
Yes.
Who knows? If your tables are that good, he might not walk out with that letter of marque either.
Oh, I'm kind of hoping, I won't lie.
Let us be off. We have a
Yes.
duty to attend to.
As it turns out, he might walk out with more money than he walked in with, because he's actually pretty good.
That's why a lot of my games are chance games where the house automatically has net gains.
Yeah, like if there's like 4 people and only one of them wins, the house still makes money.
Yeah.
Yep.
Of course, it's designed so that people can win, especially those with enough talent, but they're not making any money off the house.
They're making money off the other people. All right.
Off we go.
To the location marked on our map. We pull it out, we tap on it, and click fast travel.
Hey, you make your way through the city. Roll me investigation to find the building itself.
Yeah. Some point along the way, I cast major armor on myself because AC.
Yeah,
The
it's a
thing.
good thing.
Yeah, it is.
8 hours. 8 hours of armor.
Uh-huh.
Because it's going to
Investigation?
wear off anyways, I'm going to use my guidance. $15.
My eyes aren't what they used to be, as I roll a 14.
Hold on.
I am very old.
18.
Nathafe, this is sort of your forte, is finding
Yes,
places
it
where
is.
people are supposed to be hidden.
It's actually kind of disturbing. I'm rolling ridiculously well, and I haven't even gotten to any of my proficiency stuff yet.
So,
I'm a little scared.
I'm surprised I rolled this well with what my investigation is.
and so you and Dorvac both sort of just kind of immediately upon finding the area go, oh, well, yes, it's the sort of nondescript building that obviously has an underground.
Mm-hmm.
Meanwhile, like the rest
You
of us
need
are,
to learn how to read a map better.
the two of us that got a 14 are like sort of like making sure Flibberty doesn't get turned around. Just like
I'm just not.
15, and also my map is a few years out of date.
Seen that. Yeah, I'm distracted. If there is any sort of magical thing being sold, and
I mean,
any
all
sort
sorts
of
of magical
stall.
things being sold in stalls, you know.
Yep.
No,
I'm
this-
looking at
this-
everything
this-
and saying, "Oh, I've seen one of those before. Ooh, look at that."
No, this way, Flibberty, come. Massive hand on
Hey,
shoulder
I've got
directing.
an immovable rod. Click, unclick.
It's like I am full of shiny objects. Let's go.
Essentially, yes, I am kind of full of shiny objects.
All right. So, as you approach, you do see that there is sort of a cellar door that leads into the below ground. That's off to one side of the building. It is locked.
Do we care if they know we're coming in?
Probably. I can unlock that.
At least, let's get into the building
I mean,
first before we start
nothing-
making a lot of noise.
Nathafe can also unlock it.
Yeah.
Just so you know, once we
I
get
can.
into the building, I am not quiet.
Dorvac just kind of chuckled at
figured.
that. It was like,
I mean,
but let's try to keep the noise down out here.
I mean, I remember.
Motions at the door. Care to do the honors or?
All right,
Yes,
who'd like to
yes,
open the
yes.
door?
I
Not fair.
will. I will go ahead and open that fucking door.
Roll me thieves' tools.
Yep.
That way we save Flibberty's magic.
So that is a 28.
Yeah, not even looking at the lock. You're still
Yeah.
like carrying on an idle conversation with the rest of them as you just kind of click. Ah, there it goes.
Pull the shield off my back and agony off my hip. Would you mind too terribly if I led the way?
Mm.
do we want to try and see what's in there first?
They're going to see me the minute I walk in.
I know. That's why I'm saying, don't we want to see? Oh no!
Do we
not
hear
knock.
anyone
I have something
inside?
else.
Do we hear?
roll me
Listening? Do we
perception.
Hmm?
Roll me perception.
Yeah, I will roll that as well.
I rolled a 4. I am blind and deaf. I'm old.
25.
You're mostly hearing the sounds of the weapon and shield that you're pulling off of your side.
I'm 57.
God,
My ears are not what they used to be.
Oh my goodness. You're only 57? You're so young. I remember when I was 57.
Dragonborn age a lot faster than gnomes.
So young.
Most of you are hearing the noise that the Dragonborn is making. Nathafe, you do hear hushed words and conversations being held within below. It seems like it's a little ways off. Like there's a little bit of underground network that they're within, but it's not too far. You're probably a short run from the door.
Okay. We do have a little bit to go until we get to them, but by all means, leads the way.
All right.
I will.
If you're leading the way,
Yep.
I'm going to tap you. Seem quite fine at instant reactions, but this may help a bit. And cast guidance.
Sweet.
Up to a minute.
Yep.
So I will and proceed forward at full speed.
Is anyone trying to be stealthy?
Nope,
would yes.
I'm following up right
Abso-freaking
behind
lutely.
Rogar.
I will try to be, but I will fail.
All right, everybody who wants to stealth, go ahead and roll me a stealth check. Those of you in heavy armor with disadvantage.
Yep.
Oh,
That
always
is
trying to be stealthy.
That is a 26 because, rogues.
13.
Ooh,
Nine.
I
natural
rolled a natural one.
Second year is coming.
I'm following up right behind
So
Rogar.
our cleric and rogue are shadows. Everyone else is boom, 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 boom.
So
Hey, that's fine. You're distracting.
Fifi and Nathafe, you two head in last, and you are just both. You're in sync
Yep.
with each other. You're just quiet, silent, moving as low to the ground and as close to the shadows as you can. As you get down, you realize the area is sort of lit with torches that line the walls. However, Rogar and Dorvac are just kind of trundling forward very loudly. Dorvac actively, as he's running, accidentally hits Pyremal against one of the walls, and it just crack.
Is there a door in front of me?
It's a hallway that goes for a little bit.
Okay.
After conveniently, as soon as that goes off, Nathafe, you stop hearing the sounds of conversation.
Battering rams are not quiet.
About 20 seconds of running down the hall, you do come to a shut and locked door.
Not anymore.
Roll me a strength check.
Athletics?
Yes, it's athletics.
Alright. Let me see. Hang on. I want to see if there's something I can do to make it even better.
There is.
I mean, you have a
something.
plus 1d4 if you so choose.
I used it on my stealth just to try. But then
Okay.
Dorvac rolled a 2, so.
How big is the hallway?
It's about 7 feet across.
And tall.
About 10, maybe.
20.
Okay. He's fine.
I shoulder into it with a 20.
This is a wooden cellar door. It's mostly meant to keep drafts and rodents out. You just kind of there's the sound of splintering wood as the Dragonborn just shield forward, shatters through it. Inside, you see a number of hooded individuals, most of whom are wearing deep black robes with hoods that hide their faces, and you can see sort of adorning the front of their robes a single robe pin that is made from a red dragon scale. As you all charge into the room.
Are any of them in roughly a line in front of me?
You could probably reach about 2 or 3.
So the motion is shield bash through the door, step in arms wide, breathe in and out with my breath weapon.
All right. Unfortunately, Dorvac kind of gave all of you away, so we're gonna roll initiative.
Okay, that's fine. Initiative is not a.
I'm
saving
still
throw.
stealth,
Oh, no. Okay, so
but
Initiative is an ability check.
it's an ability check, not saving throw. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. They know about the three of us in the front.
I'm going to re-roll just to get myself on this sheet.
You roll the same thing twice.
Yes, I did.
Well,
I mean,
got a
part of that's
6.
because I have advantage on saves, or on initiative, but...
I wasn't selected when I rolled it, but I got a 6.
I got a 12.
Turn.
Holy shit, I
Turns.
literally rolled the same thing. I rolled an 18 and a 10 on both rolls.
Jeremy, what's happening to your luck today? And are we all going to die?
Understand?
It's
I
the
am
end of the world.
Probably.
I am playing Assassin Rogues for the rest of my life.
Assassin rogues are good. All of a sudden, Selena chops from being a sorcerer to being an assassin rogue out of nowhere.
Ah,
This is
Chaos Sorcerer. They weird things happen around them. There needs to be something on the sheet that's like 01 to 01. Your class changes.
You maintain your level, but
One
change
of those
classes and
expanded
proficiencies.
versions probably has a body swap on it, let's be honest.
You're not.
You
wrong.
go Freaky Friday with another member of the party.
Oh no.
Please.
Oh god, that'd be very entertaining, actually.
Like,
Pass your character sheet to the person on your left.
Yeah.
no, like Selena and Hope, you change bodies.
Oh god.
I mean,
I'm just gonna use
if
one
you
of the
guys
mage
don't
tokens that I
think
got for
that I'm waiting for
animation.
the opportunity to do an Eberron body swap episode, you are dead wrong.
Body swap episodes are great. I need to wait until you're 5th level.
Or just throw us into the Tomb of Horrors. There are body swap stuff in there, as well as lots of other swap stuff in there.
And lots of death.
Lots of
Are we be ready yet?
Lots of death.
lots of
Sorry.
horrors.
1 sec. All
I
right.
don't know. I can add 0.2 to mine because I think I go before Dorvac.
Yeah, you do. You're already
You're-
listed that. So
I'm
now,
assuming your
okay.
dex is higher than mine.
You go
Yeah.
first. This is not a
All right.
surprise round because Dorvac gave you away.
Sorry.
But you are still hidden, potentially.
Fucking dwarves.
But you are going
Yep.
first, so you get advantage.
So Condemner is off my back, and I am taking aim at the first one and opening fire.
And worth noting, there are about 5 of these individuals.
5. Okay.
So the chances of me actually getting a swing
It's
is going to be kind of
Just
nil.
to be sure, is there anyone invisible in the room?
Yeah, you automatically see invisibility.
Yeah.
There is a 6th individual who appears to be not
That
visible.
fucker's getting shot.
As all of you look around the room and you see Natafe rush in, take aim with the crossbow, and then aim at an empty point of air and fire. And an attack with advantage.
All right.
Because they're not expecting that shit.
I
Double
would say-
28.
I would say, actually, because they had prepared with invisibility ahead of time and expected no one to see them, this is a surprise attack.
All right. So that is double 28.
Nice.
So roll damage twice. And just
So,
take
yep, that is
fire.
an auto crit.
Yep.
Come on, roll the fucking damage. So that is a total of 32 plus 12, 40, 32 piercing and 12 poison damage.
Don't forget your sneak attack.
Oh, yes. Oh, I'm sorry. I have to roll sneak attack. I had to include sneak attack as a separate thing
Yeah.
because, yeah. So plus an additional, because that's plus an additional.
No, 42 points of damage.
For the record, that was 32 plus 42, 74 piercing and 12 poison.
You just killed half the party with one hit. Actually, everyone but me and Dorvac.
Just one shot anyone.
So Nathafe, you just kind of rush into the room and looking around, you spot that shimmer of invisibility through your circlet of barred vision, and just bringing the crossbow up, you just pull the trigger, and the bolt flies true and clean right between this person's eyes as the rest of you watch a body just fall out of invisibility and hit the ground.
Okay.
Just like out of nowhere, just Nathafe runs in, click, suddenly a body.
And for my bonus action, I will take the hide action.
Hide behind Rogar.
You disappear back into the hallway. Roll me a stealth check.
All right. Oh, that should not have had advantage, but either way, 20.
You are fairly certain you are invisible.
26.
I can't see you. My passive perception's 11.
Oh, that's the best part. In addition to be super sneaky, my passive perception is 21.
Nice.
Mm-hmm. How to summon... Yeah. Sorry. We don't normally acknowledge the chat, but someone in chat just said how to summon a corpse 101.
I didn't take that spell today. Jeez, I'm sorry.
Your turn.
I summoned the corpse. If you choose to raise it, that's up to you.
So we've got a group of people, correct?
Not
Yeah,
one
you
less.
have five cultist individuals.
Okay, 5 cultists. I'm gonna... You know what? Not really bothering to waste a spell on this, if I can help it. So unfortunately, my natural 20 stealth is probably not going to help me because I need to get into melee. And these people are not worth my full attention, so I'm just going to use my great club. 20?
That will hit. Yes, roll damage.
11 bludgeoning and 2 radiant.
So you just rush in and bring this massive club out from your shoulders and just swing down and strike across this one of these cultists, like right across the jaw, and it's...
Oops, sorry, I didn't mean to cast that. I was just looking at the description.
Anything else in your turn?
Nah,
All right.
I'm good.
Bring it to their turn. So, the one that you are fighting just kind of looks at you and... Ugh! Intruders! How dare you defile our sanctuary? As Nathafe, you notice that while he is standing there, he is also invisibly trying to make his way away from them.
Okay. I'm
sort of-
tracking
you sort
that
of-
motherfucker like
you sort of see the image of him standing there taunting the group, but also invisible him backing away.
All right. Is he backing away enough that he will be out of the room by the end of his turn?
No, he's actually, you're blocking the one real entrance.
Okay.
Yeah, there is another door, but it's also locked and shut, so he'd have to take the time.
Are you saying that he is backing away from them into me? He is walking backwards with his back toward me.
Yes.
Okay,
Yeah.
Okay.
He's invisible.
Yeah.
He doesn't. He didn't see you kill the other man.
No, he didn't roll high enough on his intelligence check to realize that you just knew that that person was there.
It's a warning shot.
It was. I did it. It wasn't. All right.
One of the other four. The remaining four, actually, there's 4 of you that are visible.
I am highly visible.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to need each of you to make a wisdom saving throw.
With +5 to the save.
Okay.
So add an additional 5 to this.
Yep.
Wisdom save. It's a magical effect or a spell of
So-
some sort.
It is definitely a magical effect.
Sweet.
Okay. Then
37.
God. Good
Yeah,
God, Aaron.
31.
Is of the
Um,
fucking
I have a
change bringer, bitch.
What sort of effect is this a save against? By the way,
This would be a fear effect.
I'm immune to fright. I'm immune to being frightened, and in addition to that, all friendly creatures within 10 feet of me also are immune to frighten.
Oh.
Hey.
I get advantage
So,
on this. Have
Dorvac,
mage-
Dorvac, Flaberty, and Nathafe are just immune to being frightened in the first place. Fifi's the only one that actually had to make a save.
Okay, so it's
35, 37. I'm immune to a lot of things.
Oh, high numbers are fun.
So, as their 4 synchronized phantasmal killer spells go off on all of you, Fifi, you just kind of glare through it, and that glowing green eye pierces the illusion as if it wasn't even there. The rest of you, you feel that spell take hold, and there's just this aura of confidence that radiates from the Dragonborn and specifically the armor that he wears, and the effect of this fear that would take hold of you is just shattered like waves on the coast, and you just don't even
Actually,
feel.
yeah. The exalted armor, the armor of the valiant soul extends my aura of courage to 15 feet. That's actually true. Yeah.
We're fine.
Super aura of courage.
So all of them just cast Phantasmal Killer and got jack shit out of it.
These poor bastards.
That brings it down to Rogar.
I start swinging agony as I
All right.
walk forward. I am Rogar Stormborn, Paladin of the Storm Lord and King of Draconia, and you have met your fate this day. And I swing at the first one.
You were gonna go for the lightning breath?
No.
All right.
That was going to be a surprise, but they've been moving around, and they tried to cast Phantasmal Killer on me and my friends, so... I'm going to use a bonus action to cast... we're going to use a bonus action to activate... I think Blinding Smite is the one I want to use. Let me see. Oh no, it's just the creature. I'm gonna go ahead and just use Staggering Smite. So I'm gonna cast Staggering Smite, and then I'm going to swing with my mace or my flail.
At which target?
Whichever one is closest to me that wasn't already hit by Fifi.
All right.
Does a 25 hit?
Yes.
All right. Ignore the second dice because he's not injured yet. He takes 15 points of bludgeoning damage. Then
Okay.
he takes 17 points of psychic damage with the the DC 18 Constitution save.
It's a 3 on the dice, which makes it a 4.
Alright. So yeah, on a failed save, he also has disadvantage on attack rolls and ability checks, and can't take reaction till the end of its next turn.
All right.
And I'm going to, just because it's funny, I'm going to pump a Divine Smite into that. Which is going to be at level 4. So another 17 points of radiant damage, and I'm going to spend one of my 5 points of cruelty to do another 6 points of damage to him. So that's 15 plus...
17 is 32.
17 plus another
6
17.
is 38.
Well, plus another 17. So 15 plus 17 is 32, plus 17 again is 49, plus 6 is 55.
Ow.
Second attack.
Well, again,
If he's still standing.
he's still standing. He's looking pretty rough.
Does a 17 hit?
Yes.
This time he does take the second amount of damage, so 13 plus
He's
12.
dead.
So just wham, wham.
It's like with the two swings, this tri-headed flail just strike across the chest, and you see the blood splatter as agony seems to almost be designed to make as much of a mess as it can. As it comes back around and slams straight in that same space, opening up wounds and sending gore flying.
Does it splatter on the invisible guy and make him visible?
No.
Oh,
Right.
that would have been fun. Let me see if there's anything else I can do. Nope, that's it. So yeah, I'll just stand there. And can I make an intimidation off that?
That would be an action. If you
Okay.
wanted to try and do that.
So wham, wham, and then I just make myself the big, visible, obviously violent and target.
All right. Fliberti Eisen Vineregel.
Yes, I am going to just say, we probably need one of them to just ask some questions and figure out what they're doing. And I'm going to cast web out of the staff. Are they clustered together at all? The ones that I can see.
There's about the one that
20-foot square.
see within 20 feet square.
Yeah.
You could catch the one that Rogar hit, the one that Fifi hit, and one other one.
The one that I hit is dead.
Yeah.
Oh no, yeah, the one. Oh no, wait, no, yeah. With that one dead, you can actually catch. You can position it to catch the one that Fifi hit and two other ones.
Okay, yeah, that sounds good. 3 of them. So I cast web, and yeah, they're kind of stuck. Dexterity saving throw DC is 18.
Okay. Let me. Dex save.
Also very flammable in here now.
17, and that's a 17. So, both of the individuals that have not been hit are caught. The webs just seem to pass through the person that Fifi hit.
Okay. Interesting. And that's my turn. I'm not moving closer.
Now,
That would be the smart thing to do.
Yeah, I have no need
Dorva.
to move closer.
the guys who are... Is there anyone else not caught in the web? Or...
One dead. Two dead.
Mine, though, mine is actually somewhere else, but that we don't know that.
There's one person left who's not caught in the web. That doesn't seem to be the one that is ignoring the web.
Okay, yeah, then he's going to be my target. Rush up and pull the maul off my shoulder and take a swing.
Go for it.
32.
Yes.
I'm assuming that'll hit.
18 bludgeoning.
18 fire damage, and yep. And if he's still up, taking another swing at him.
The fire damage doesn't look like it's doing as much as it should be, but the bludgeoning damage is taking full effect.
Yeah, 30, I'm assuming will hit too. So again, does another 15 bludgeoning, another 6 fire. It's like, and I'm going to take a third swing.
Go for it.
First, 21.
21 hits. 21 hits.
It's hard for you to not hit them.
Yeah.
With your attack bonus, you have to roll a natural 1 to miss them.
Okay.
Nice.
Yeah. Okay, so that's another rolling really consistent on the bludgeoning damage.
Yeah.
Yep.
30. That's 48 bludgeoning damage and 16. 24 fire damage, halved to 12. But that's still 48 plus 12 is 60. You kill him exactly. With the third strike, you smash him into the ground as his body is broken upon your mighty hammer. All right, that brings us back around. It's Nathafe's turn.
All right.
There
So
are 2 that are caught in the web, and 1 that you see is outside the range of the web because he's invisible.
right. Yeah, this poor bastard.
Oh, I forgot to. I have great weapon master. Yeah. Oh well.
You still
Next
killed
I
him.
am
Next time.
going to hold on just a second here. Hate to use it so early, but it's fine. I am going to, because we have a couple that are captured, but this guy might end up being the more important one. You never know how that turns out. So I am going to use my whole person out of Condemner.
All right. Hit them.
32.
32 hits,
And the DC is a wisdom save. The DC is 17.
Well, I can tell you the DC is not lower than 10, and he rolled a 5. So you spot the invisible person running,
Takes a moment. Yeah. Do I hit him in the head? Do I hit him in the ass? Do I hit him in the neck? A moment figuring out which way to go. What'll be more stylish, and then right into the small of the back.
And so the arrow cracks into his back, and then shatters into a spell burst instead of piercing his body. And he just, mind you, he's still concentrating, so he's still invisible. But he's frozen, invisible. So the rest of you just see, you all just kind of see Nathafe just fire into a spot in the air, and the arrow shatters on the air, and nothing seems to appear.
I don't see shit. Passive perception 11.
That's fair.
Does the arrow does the arrow go invisible when it hits an invisible thing, or does it
The arrow
does it just
bursts.
hang there?
The crossbow bolt bursts
Okay.
into a spell effect that you can't
Yep.
quite make out.
It did look like
Alright.
it hit something. It just didn't
Yeah.
see what it hit.
Uh-huh.
And now that basically everybody is taken care of, I mean the web, and they might get out. They won't, but they might. She's not going to worry about going back in and using bonus action to hide. So she's just going to walk up to the guy, and push him so he falls over on his face.
So Nathafe steps up and pushes on the air for a second, and you eventually hear a boom.
Yeah, little boost of dust that's on the floor going up.
Yeah.
Found
All right.
one.
Is that your turn?
Yes, that is my turn.
All right. Fifi.
Okay. Do I see any that are still fighty?
I mean, the 2 that are in the web are struggling, but they're in the web.
Okay.
There's the one in front of you still.
Oh, is he still there, or did his concentration break?
Yeah, his concentration is still going, so the illusion appears to you to be still there.
Okay.
He's got dual concentration.
No, that's he cast the mislead spell.
Oh. Ah.
Gonna swing
This
it
lead
with
is your
my
fucking
hammer.
friend.
mace thing. The one that isn't magic, because these guys are not worth my soul. 20 hits, I'm assuming.
Yes, and when you swing through, the maul smashes into the illusion and disperses it.
Oh,
Nathafe's
motherfucker!
like, oh, yes, he is not there. He is right down here.
Is he now visible?
No, his invisibility is still held up concentration. The illusion is dispelled, but he's still invisible. Concentrating on it.
Pulling out a pair of dimensional shackles and walking over there. I can't put them on him this turn because that's an action.
Did the act of smashing his face into the floor possibly break his concentration?
That's a good question. Let's find out.
DC 10.
Yes!
He has appeared.
So as Nathafe knocks him over, I walking over, not happy, and I have dimensional shackles.
Sorry about that. I forgot to mention after. Well, I was busy knocking him on his face.
All right. Their turn. People in the web.
Mm-hmm.
So return restrained. Check against the spell save DC to not be restrained. But the webs are also flammable.
Yes.
Are they gonna light themselves on fire?
Possibly.
I mean, who do they serve? Yeah. Both of them just kind of look around and Karak! And just drop their hands on the ground and drop fireballs at their feet.
That
Idiots.
wasn't smart.
I'm gonna need 2 dexterity saves from everybody in the room.
I'm immune to fire damage.
How far does the
Yeah, door
aura
back, you're
of
immune to fire
plus
damage.
5 extend?
The plus 5 extends 10 feet. So I don't think anybody's in range of me right now, currently.
Okay.
You step forward, yeah.
Although, does that also apply for people in the hallway?
It's a 20-foot radius, and this room
Yeah,
is only about 20 feet
I
big. So it would... Who's still in the hallway? Just,
am. Yeah.
Everyone
Yes.
except for me and Dorvac, actually, because Fifi went over to put the
Yeah.
shackles on the other guy.
No, like, that. There's another hallway that they were
He's
heading
in the
out.
room.
Yeah, they're
Yeah.
still technically in the room.
Okay.
Yeah.
So everybody except for Fliberti needs to make those dex saves.
22 and 17.
Hang on, I'm just looking at stuff real quick.
22 and 13.
I have...
Okay, Nathafe, you take no damage from either of the fireballs.
Yep. She just drops and goes flat against the floor
Alright.
and then kips up.
Durvac stands there, takes it in the face, like, God, that's annoying.
14.
How
And the
fast
second
does
one?
the beard go back?
Oh,
There's 2
yeah,
fireballs.
That's right, there are 2. 10.
Durvac is immune to fire damage.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
But
So,
Beard immune.
Oh wait, no,
Yeah.
I still get the
Yeah.
bonuses. So actually, that's sorry, I still get the bonus. So that's actually 19 and 15.
all right. So everyone's safe from the first fireball, which means those of you who don't have evasion just take 14 points of fire damage. And nobody but Nathafe saved from the second fireball. So the rest of you take 25 points of fire damage. From the second fireball.
All right.
Fifi looks scorched and even more pissed.
They are both still standing, although they took the full force of both fireballs.
Durvac is looking annoyed.
So
As the flames wash over Dorvac, and the Afridi chain just kind of rattles in the wind of the fireball, and Dorvac just kind of stands there unmoving in the wake of both blasts.
Again, I
Not
asked.
to ruin things, but is the one on the floor now dead?
He has disadvantage.
He was held, so he auto failed.
He auto fails.
That's he's taken 15 or 13 points of damage from the club hit, and then the 28 and 25 is 28 plus 25 equals
Hopefully
53
he
plus.
resistance.
Yeah. Oh yeah, he has heavy resistance to fire damage. He's still standing. Yeah,
Or he's laying, but
Good.
laying. Yeah.
that make it my turn.
Yes, that makes it your turn because they've cast both their fireballs.
So, armor sort of like slightly buffed from the fireball. You have a prisoner over there, correct?
Yes.
Good. I stalk towards
Yeah,
these two.
She's like, oh, wait. Kick, groan. Yes, he's still there.
And I unleash agony. And this time I remember to add my improved divine smite because I do have that, which adds a 1d8 radiant to everything to all of my physical attacks. So I'm going to spend a bonus action for a branding smite. Yes, a branding smite. And I'm going to swing Exalted Agony at one of them. Does a 28 hit?
Yep.
And they have been injured by their own fireballs, so...
Yep.
5 radiant, 17 bludgeoning, 3 and 3 extra bludgeoning for being injured previously. And a branding smite, which deals an extra 9 radiant damage. And I need to see if it does anything else. He also glows bright. He also glows and can't become invisible. And if he until the spell ends. How's he looking?
Hang on.
Could be better, I'm guessing.
He's looking dead.
Sweet. So, and then spin it back around and hit the other one. An 11 might miss, but I'm going to use my channel.
Misses.
I'm going to use my channel divinity to increase that to a 21
All right. So yeah, that hits.
because I have guided strike.
Yep.
I feel like my only concern is we're using all of our special shit on the low people.
I know.
That's why
this is-
only
I haven't
my
used
own
anything
person.
yet.
I'm a paladin. It's fine. So damage on that then. 5 radiant, 17 bludgeoning, and an additional 7 for being injured. How does he look?
That's 24, 29. Still standing.
I spend a
Kind
point
of.
of cruelty. And deal 6 more damage to him. Ignore that radiant. I forgot to take it off.
Now he's dead.
Wha-bam! Wha-bam!
as you just kind of step up between the two of these that are still kind of smoldering from the fireballs and just swinging agony around, you just in one massive swing take both of their heads off with the flail. As the room comes to an eerie silence of the sudden battle.
I should point out, just to be fair, it does not specifically say on cruelty that you can decide after the fact.
That's fair.
I'll allow it.
So, okay.
I might not
Alright.
make that. I might not make that ruling if we decide to use cruelty in a longer form campaign, but it's fine for now.
All right.
We have a prisoner, and we have this. So you guys can ask
I am
questions and see
Rage
what's going on here.
handcuffing this guy.
Oh.
Okay.
Are you looking down the
From-
corridor the hallway that they were edging towards? Anything down there, or is it shut up?
Looking down it, you open up the door. It looks like a hallway leading deeper into the labyrinth, potentially to another escape route, maybe.
Hmm.
Shut the door for now. So they were. Let's see what this one knows.
Jeremy, were you about to say something?
Oh, I was just going to say, for just a moment there, Aaron, your audio cut out, so handcuffing sounded different.
So here we are. We have a prisoner, and hi! I go and sit by the person who is lying on the ground.
It was still paralyzed.
How injured are
Still paralyzed and also needs to make it
how injured is Fifi?
less than half. Not great.
What numerically?
24 out of 63.
How do you have less hit points than I do? I'm the wizard.
-1 Constitution modifier.
Oh,
Yeah.
God.
Oh.
So I just reach over and put a hand on Fifi's shoulder and pump 39 points of lay on hands into Fifi.
Thanks. But yeah, he's not going anywhere.
Once he is actually cuffed,
No, he can't make a DC 30 strength check.
once he is actually cuffed, I will let the whole person drop.
And so once the whole person drops, he sort of like realizes his situation.
Yeah, pat his head.
I will bless or guidance myself.
Good morning, sunshine.
Wakey, wakey.
We've got some information that, your whatever, I guess you'd call him a deity, maybe? I don't know. Thordak is planning on doing something.
Not
The
a
Cinder
deity.
King, the Cinder
Yeah,
King comes and
call
this
him a
city will
deity.
be ash.
I
Okay,
pull
that's
out the
fine.
mirror. No lying.
I wouldn't do that. I've heard things.
I would
Out
not
of
lie if I were
curiosity,
you.
what happens if he lies, but we still need to get more information out of him?
Yeah.
You get to play with some drunk people. Or they're probably sober by now. It's been
I
a few
mean,
days.
but we have to get him back to get more information if he doesn't trust that lying is...
Fine, I'll just
Platform.
burn a spell.
Okay.
Mirror gets shoved away, and instead there's a
Zone of truth.
I just don't
Okay.
want to...
Nathafe just pinches the bridge of her nose like, I am so very glad we are discussing this in front of the prisoner.
I just don't want the prisoner to get sucked into a mirror before we've asked any questions.
That's a very good point.
yes, that would be smart. Nathafe nearly died.
Nathafe did not really die.
Nathafe didn't take any
I
damage.
am playing.
He's
Let's just
completely
break his
unscathed.
fingers and ask him questions.
Nathafe
You don't need magic for
The
The
that.
zone of
worst thing
truth.
that happened to her is she had to
Ooh,
pick
I might
her,
fail.
she had to pick
It's
her
terrifying.
sunglasses
Oh wait, no, it's
off
charisma.
around.
is a charisma save.
Charisma. I always thought it's wisdom. Okay, charisma.
I willingly fail.
Oh, I'm fine.
I will always fail the zone of truth test because
These
Roll
cultists
guard
have a
doesn't
minus.
lie.
These cultists have a -1 to their charisma. So
Aw.
So what you're telling me is he needs a natural 20, or he needs a 19 or a 20.
yeah, and he did not get a 19 or a 20.
There we go. All
He
right.
got an 11, which makes it a 10.
So truth time. He's trying to turn the city to ash. That's good. Got any more specifics there?
I am but a lowly servant. I serve the Cinder King's will.
so I'm gonna just grab him by the hair, pull him up so he's looking at me in the face, and in Draconic, which I'm pretty certain he speaks, Your Cinder King is nothing but an arrogant whelpling before the might of the King of Draconia and Jamon Sa'ord. Answer truthfully, or I will show you the true fury of a dragon. What is his plan?
I would like it
Like to
noted
intimidate?
for the.
Yeah, roll me intimidate.
I would like it noted for the record that he was being honest when he said he is lowly.
That's true. 26.
Yes. The Cinder King attacks tomorrow with the rising sun. He brings his legions to bear on the city.
Where's he now?
Hidden
I mean,
in the desert sand.
You wanna have like a hotel nearby where you're gonna attack because that's the most convenient way.
I just looks over at Flipper, like, what the fuck are you talking about?
And what preparations are you?
That's true.
Norvac would send him. What preparations are you doing to prepare for the arrival of this red-scaled iguana?
We were to open the gates and disable the guards to allow the legions of the Cinder King entrance to the city.
And how
Well-
many of you are left?
Good work there.
We 6 were deemed enough. To be fair, like, to be perfectly honest, 6 11th level spellcasters would be enough in most situations.
Most situations.
That doesn't mean I'm not laughing.
Which just shows you the limitations of your chromatic lord's thinking. And I'm just gonna I just drop him. Just punk.
It matters not. Our failure will only be a delay. The legions of the Cinder King will smash the gate with his might.
Are we done?
So
What
no,
have you done so
no.
far to weaken the defenses?
What'd you say?
What have you done so far to weaken the defenses?
We had prepared a ritual that would blast the gate open upon his signal, but we cannot complete it without our number.
So
Okay.
you've done nothing currently.
Mm-hmm.
Are we done? I feel like we're done.
No. Where? You never answered my question. Where is he right now? Where's he coming from? What direction?
He did answer that question. Out in the deserts.
Out in the desert. Which direction out in the deserts? Because
City.
personally,
It is a big
I don't
desert.
want to wait for
No, that's
this
fair.
dragon to come to the city before we start attacking.
I know not where the Cinder King lies.
Now are we done? That sounds like we're done.
I just reached down and picked the cultist up and put him over my shoulder. Jamon may be able to acquire further details from its mind.
I really feel like we're done.
We all know that Jamon Sa'ord is not a spellcaster.
I know. Jamon Sa'ord's a dragon. I don't know what they can do.
Are we done?
I'm better at mine.
I believe so, yes.
All right.
Not
I put my rapier through his throat over.
It's just up.
Getting
he's
the
so
shackles bloody,
Get your
really?
back.
Roll me an attack with advantage.
Okay.
I don't think you can miss, but
Probably not.
26. And I'm assuming assassinate applies here.
yeah, he is. This qualifies as an auto crit.
Okay. That's the problem. My rapier isn't that badass. Oh, there is technically a hostile person within 3 feet, so I'm going to sneak attack.
You also had advantage, so it's sneak attack.
Yeah.
I think
So-
he's dead.
He's fucking dead.
Or 56, 62 points of damage.
You did more than his maximum hit points with that attack, and he was already injured. You just stick the rapier through his throat.
I look over at the rapier protruding from beside my face. Really?
I asked if we were done. He said we
Dimensional
were
shackles
done.
back.
I just drop him on the floor and hand Fifi the dimensional shackles.
You've got a little something on your back.
I look at my front where I've got a lot of something.
Dorvax's gonna reach down and just grab one of those amulet pins or whatever thing they have, the red dragon symbol. I'm just gonna rip one off of them.
They qualify as an amulet of fire resistance.
I go and grab one. These at least will be useful.
I believe you're tuned out right now, Mr. Dragonborn.
Oh, and do you have to be attuned to wear them?
Yeah.
Oh, never mind then.
Amulets of fire resistance require attunement.
Never mind.
Yeah, I think I'm all.
No.
I'm at my max.
I'm just grabbing one because he wants one. And just because
I'll have one. Yeah.
it's an emblem.
Toss
is
it
what
over.
he's-
I'll toss it over to Flibberty.
hmm
Well then, shall we go share our findings with Jamon Saord?
Indeed.
Yes.
You should probably
Make plans.
Note the location because they may want to reclaim this building. But
Oh, that's pretty easy to do.
So we're not burning it down on principle.
no,
No.
It is-
No.
it is a structure of on Corel.
Fire burns a lot. Fire can spread in a city. We don't want to do that. I am going to use illusory script on the outside of the building as a ritual.
Okay.
To just write
Condemned.
yeah, condemned. Yeah, terrible planning, really. Terrible planning. Don't try and do something like this. This is just a bad idea. And it's literally that sentence. Like I don't
Like with all the pauses and
Literally
all of
that.
the stuttering.
Condemned. Just terrible plan. Don't do this again.
Yes. Yep.
That is amazing.
I look at it.
It was.
Fair enough. And I start walking. We are heading to report to Jamon Saord.
For some reason, I am reminded that sort of feels like a callback to Monty Python and the Holy Grail, where they just continued writing the.
Yeah.
Maybe he died while carving it. Well, he would just said, "Ah."
Yep.
All right. So you return to Jamon Saord. You are led into the Cerulean Palace and led to his throne room, where he is waiting, still in that same casual garb. Sorry. where they're waiting is that in that same casual guard, and they just kind of look down. I see you have returned.
Indeed.
All right. You were just talking to the cultist. Sorry.
Yeah. We discovered that the cultists have one known as Thordak, a red dragon of some arrogance, who sent them a band of 6 to weaken the defenses of the town. Apparently, he is going to attack at dawn tomorrow.
From somewhere in the desert, they did not say. They did not know where.
Just a
We
dragon.
need to.
Him and his hordes.
They seem quite impressed by this.
He is likely the source of the legions of kobolds that have been gathering and militarizing in the desert.
Mm-hmm.
That would seem to make sense.
Ideally, we find where he's gone off to, hiding out, and attack there so that it doesn't.
Attacking a
It doesn't
dragon
attack
in
the
his,
city.
Attacking a dragon in his chosen lair seems seems like an ill choice.
Indeed, it is. It is a danger to the city that we pose by letting him attack the walls, but it is much more dangerous to ourselves and less likely to emerge victorious if we were to fight him in his lair with the full might of his hordes.
I
I'm
assume
not
you have.
normally a big fan of fighting dragons in their lairs. I usually prefer them
When we
out.
draw him out somewhere, we'll.
We know where he will be.
I mean, I
Good.
try not to fuck with dragons as a rule, but
We could intercept him outside of the outside of the walls, but not in his lair.
Yes, I think the best chance we have is to meet him at the walls, where we can have the might of my own city's defenders, myself, and of course, you heroes.
It would also give us time to recover from the fight and prepare for the next challenge.
Indeed. Well, my palace is open to you if you wish to rest here.
Would your diviners be able to determine from what direction the dragon and his horde approach?
Now you did hear from the east, from the
east? Okay.
From the east. Okay.
From the east. Okay.
You can rest. I'd like to talk to your abjurers as well to make sure that the city's going to be protected. I know some tricks.
Yes, indeed. I would welcome any advice you could give to my mages to help shield our city.
All right.
Very well.
you know me. I am not the city defending type. I do the opposite. So
Yes,
I would
like,
be no
I would
good
like
at
all
that.
of you to prepare to take the battle to this Thordak.
What kind of siege weaponry do you have?
And the heroes were never seen again.
Trebuchets, catapults, ballista. What do you have?
Yes, we do not have much in the way of siege armaments. The city is still flourishing, and I have been its primary defender. But we will gather what we can and muster what weapons we can put together.
Very well.
Sounds good.
Miss Richmore, would it be a trouble for me to beg a room for the evening on your ship? You're muted. Someone cast a silence spell, apparently.
Gasp.
Oops! I'm sorry. Sometimes I let a bolt out of my crossbow. Things happen.
Yeah, I can house all of you for the night, and I can also provide some additional
I mean,
health and fortification.
we were literally
Heroes feast!
stopped the place to stay here in a palace. So I
Yes.
will be taking. No offense, Vivi. I will be taking the.
Yeah, I'm taking a room in the palace too.
That works too.
I mean, we could still do a hero's feast, but
What?
We can do a hero's feast either way.
I prefer.
Going for the more pampered, opulent.
You do know I love your place, but
I
No,
simply,
this is nicer.
I simply prefer it as a means to see an oncoming threat at a great distance. Because airship, nice scouting location too.
Yes.
you are a paranoid man.
I am a king. You were sent to assassinate me once. Of course,
Oh,
I'm
that's
paranoid.
exciting.
Worked out fine. You are alive.
And so are
I
you.
don't get what the big deal is.
Interesting.
I- It's a living.
Right. So,
All right, so you all have a rest for the night and a hero's
Yep.
feast from
In the
the
morning.
blessing of the tree.
Mm.
Probably a hero's feast before you sleep, so you get that spell slot.
Yeah.
Yes.
yeah, that'll work. This
Sweet.
dragonborn appetite
Yeah.
ripping meat off bone.
Okay. So you can each roll 2d10 and increase your hit point maximum. And for the next 24 hours, you are immune to the frightened effect and all poison damage, and you make your wisdom saving throws with advantage.
You're already immune to poison. But
Yes, I realize
to
that
know.
most of us are already immune to frightened,
I mean,
but
No,
I'm-
I'm not immune to being frightened. I am immune to poison.
no, I'm immune to frightened and
or
acid.
poison.
I am now immune to poison as well. I'm immune to poison effects, but not damage. So that's actually good to have.
I'm immune to the effect and
There you go.
I'm almost up to 100.
Womp.
Hey,
that's
everybody got something.
Yep. Everybody got something. That's the important part. And now you don't have to stay within 10 feet of me.
No, I only have to do that if I want my saves to be stupid
Yeah.
high.
That's true.
Yeah.
Well, you're welcome.
+3, +5, +8.
What can I say except you're welcome?
I shoot the dragonborn with a blight arrow. No,
You're kind of built like that too.
Yeah, no, he is. This is All right, so we rest and recover all of our stuff. That's why I wasn't too worried about spending it.
I mean,
Shwa. Whoop blam, and whoop blam, and whoop blam. All right.
Sweet.
All right. So you all wait before dawn, specifically, so that you can make it out to the gates.
Mm-hmm.
And with the rising sun comes
Mage armor.
a
The rising sun comes mage armor.
Yeah, mage armor. And I've got an arcane ward up now, so there's like a little bubble of fuzzy energy around
what does
me.
Arcane Ward do for you?
Arcane ward here. Let me cast it.
Yeah, let's put a spell in there.
Or just description of it.
Who wants a death ward?
I would not say
Sure,
no.
That
I would
short?
not
Yeah.
object to that.
I don't think anyone objects to a death ward.
No.
But the first two people to claim them get the other two. So that would be Narathafe and
Dorvac.
Dorvac, yes.
So just got this ward up. It's
I mean,
got
to be
31
fair,
hit
I
points
know
right now.
I know a couple of Raven Queen adherents who are not big fans of Death Ward, so
Not even it. You don't.
I knew. I'm sorry. That was a wrong choice of words. I knew. They're dead. I killed them.
All right. So with the dawn and all of your preparations made, you can hear, even in the sand, the sound of feet hitting earth.
I am finding somewhere to hide.
I am.
On the
I-
false possibility.
I am
Huh?
pointedly not.
Yeah, I'll probably also find somewhere I can hide.
I'll take
I'm
that.
looking at something. Let's see. It's
Somewhere I can hide and still have a good shot.
So I'm gonna
31.
move you. I'm not gonna populate this place with the sheer number of kobolds that are gonna be there, but you can go ahead and position yourselves on the map.
Hey, it's a map.
okay.
We'll buy him.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's basically the gate.
Yep, that's the front
Is
gate.
there anything on these sort of these platforms that can be hidden behind?
Yeah,
Yeah,
there are parapets and stuff that you
Okay.
can hide behind.
Okay, yeah, I'm
Yeah.
probably gonna stand on.
I am right there
Somewhere.
with the 31 on my stealth roll.
Wait, where's the paladin buff gonna be?
I will put an aura out.
I would have liked to have gone out into the desert slightly before, like as we're making our preparations, standing there.
There.
I was
And-
gonna say, you have an odd shape to your
No,
aura.
That is
Yeah.
So the gray is saving throws, and this I'll make it yellow is frightened.
Okay.
which you don't have to worry about anyway, because you all got a hero's feast.
Yep, I'm just having that so you can see basically the distance, and then I'm just gonna turn it off because it's an ugly color.
Yeah. I'm going to cast my
It'd be up
symbol
here next to him.
out
Ooh.
in the. Yeah, it's a fun spell. Here, description.
Yay, symbol.
Symbol. I'm gonna cast.
Oh wait, wrong symbol.
Yeah. And let
I'm
me
assuming
just.
Death or Discord, maybe?
Let's see. Yeah, I was actually gonna do hopelessness because that's a fun one.
That's
sounding.
appropriate, I feel.
I liked it. I want to do hopelessness.
That was
So
inspiring.
they make
and-
a charisma save.
I will also sort of just outside the range of hopelessness, the hopelessness symbol, cast my own symbol, which I'm going to do insanity.
Jesus Christ.
Where are you marking? these?
Awesome.
What's the range on
So-
that?
We would have to go out there to do it because
okay.
it's not
If you'd prepared it ahead of time.
right
and-
on range.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And I
But yeah, we
ahead of time.
prepared ahead of
Sand.
time to do this.
yeah, I just do it in the sand out there. It's probably not gonna hit Thordak, but it'll hit all of his army.
Yeah, there
Or
go
some
the
of his arms.
kobolds.
Yeah.
It's 10 feet in diameter, so you got two 10-foot squares where kobolds just walk over the symbol and have problems.
Yep. And for I think I have to decide a
But
trigger.
insanity is intriguing, so more of them might step into it to try and figure out what's going on.
William, you want to just really quickly toggle names for viewable on all the names and health bars, or as viewable on all the other people's tokens, so that the audience can see them.
Actually,
Oh, yeah.
It is a 60-foot radius sphere.
Yep. And so my
The sy-
trigger.
Yes, the
I
symbol's
would-
10 feet, but
Yeah.
Yeah.
For the trigger, I put a gold coin down on the sand and tie a string around it. Then bury it under the sand slightly, and then just walk away with this string spooling away. So I will pull the string, and when it gets 10 feet away from the thing, that's when it triggers.
that's a good plan.
Wow.
I will do that plan because I have a stupid amount of rope and string and other stuff like that.
I have control of the trigger.
Yeah.
Also, edit. I'm not doing insanity. I'm doing Discord.
Sweet.
Yes. So, just for the
Because
audience,
Discord will disrupt
Flexible
more of the
too. Yay.
for the audience's benefit,
Principles.
hopelessness. Each target must make a charisma saving throw. On a failed save, the target is overwhelmed with despair for 1 minute. During this time, it cannot attack or target any creature with harmful ability spells or other magical effects. And Discord, each target must make a Constitution saving throw. On a failed save, a target bickers and argues with other creatures for 1 minute. During this time, it is incapable of meaningful communication, has disadvantage on attack rolls and ability checks.
I'm so excited for this spell.
And once the 10-foot
So
once
you
the 10-foot
being
symbol is
basically
triggered,
the
it's a 60-foot
default
sphere.
state of all of our parties at Final Show Films.
Players.
I mean, it's funny because it's true.
Yep. All right.
All right, so the marching kobold armies encroach upon the gate,
These poor yapping bastards.
and a good swath of them end up walking through the two symbols. I'm just gonna roll some general saves for them. No. Okay. I didn't
And-
think so.
Yeah.
So these 60-foot spheres in this carpet of kobolds are just overwhelmed by either complete hopelessness or a complete discord, as they either just stop what they're doing and have no reason to keep going anywhere, or just start fighting each other and arguing and have no reason to go anywhere. However,
Yes.
the rest of the carpet of kobolds continues to march past these spheres, as they are currently kind of being driven on by directives and fear of their master.
I would like to present the kobolds with.
But
a
if you know
loud
anything
target.
about military strategy, the middle of their column getting fucked up fucks with their line.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Yep.
yes, it does.
Not
Not to say they had a very organized line in the first place.
So as
Organized and full are different things.
as the army approaches what's left of it, I'm holding the flail so that I'm holding the chains and the haft. I just use the metal haft of agony and bang it against my shield and call out as loud as I can to the oncoming horde of kobolds. Come, you maggots! Break your wave upon the crest of the Stormborn!
Alright, and
Intimidation?
sure, why not?
$25.
Unfortunately, Thordak's intimidation is a little bit higher.
That's fine. It was more to funnel them towards me than anything else.
Alright. Okay. But I feel like I should have the in Computech, the like rising action. Actually, I think it's in the jukebox. Hang on.
It might
It
very well
is.
be. You have to pull it up, but
Here,
please hold while we start our epic battle music.
Very excited.
This is the tense, silent part where you see all
Yes.
of the faces.
And then I just drop the chained balls of agony and just start swinging it, just keeping it in motion.
And just my cloak. Get the staff ready. Ready.
I mean, Nathathay is just taking aim
hang on.
and
I know.
waiting.
And so as the kobold armies approach, you realize as you look up on both sides of the parapets, there are archers that are lining up on both sides with bows drawn. Several of their captains gathering up and preparing to give them orders to rain death upon them. And as they get closer, the order is given, and arrows rain down from the sky as the sky disappears for a minute under the volley of arrows. And
Roll initiative?
let me roll the damage for this arrow storm
Oh,
first.
okay.
As the front lines fall underneath the wave of arrows, more of them continue to pour down.
Unfortunately, the entirety of Ankarel's forces rolled a natural 1. So they
Here.
all shot they all shot Rogar.
And I continue standing.
I mean, probably, but just like, oh,
That's
there's
a
a
lot of
screaming
arrows.
dragonborn. That's what we're supposed to shoot, right?
You idiots!
All right, now we roll initiative.
Hey. That's pretty good.
13.
Adjusting the music so it's not deafening compared to the rest of us.
Yeah, I'm trying to turn it down.
Well, I have to turn it down on my end because we each individually control our music levels.
Ah, okay.
I don't. Oh, because that's because I. Never mind. That's why.
14.
All right. And then let me... I'm just going to put his token on the battlefield. He's not actually here yet, but... just so I can track initiative.
Hi, Thordak. I'ma fuck you up.
Aw, yeah.
Although we did pick, like, sort of... I feel bad for Dorvac. Like, Pyramall! Fuck!
He's also immune to fire damage.
Yeah.
Aw.
That's the other thing. That's part of why I gave Jeff the Afridi chain as well, because like.
Jeff, you're muted, by the way.
Yeah, okay, that's better. Yeah, I was about to say, it's like, yeah, I might not do as much damage to him, but yeah, I'm not afraid of his breath weapon.
There you go.
Oh, just wait.
All right,
good.
so. Ascending. Have to figure in twice. Oh, I didn't clear the initiative tracker from last time, that's why. Wait, no. I'm just gonna clear this out and then do this again. Yeah, because I wasn't certain which one was which. All right, go ahead and input your numbers.
Wonk. 14.
24.
At exactly 10 below Jeremy.
I can't edit mine.
Oh, yeah.
It's not keeping mine. What's that?
Mine's
You
not
have
showing
to
up in here.
enter.
There
Yeah,
we
once
go.
you type it in, then hit enter. Yeah, there you go. Or Wayne can fix it for you if it's not showing up still.
There you
There we
go.
go.
Sweet.
All right. Oh, I didn't set that music on repeat.
Nope.
Can do that now.
Yeah, the jukebox in Roll20 is a bit of a pain.
It's nice if you set up your music ahead of time. I
Yeah.
just forgot to.
All right.
All right. So, Nathafe, you're up first.
All right.
Basically, because I don't want to put a carpet of kobolds on the field, you have infinite targets for right now.
All right. Nathafe doesn't get out of bed for more than a certain range of targets. So at the moment, she is keeping her hidden position until the big honking dragon shows up, and she's actually not going to shoot at any of the. She is holding her action this turn.
Okay. All right. Bugs, it's your turn.
All right, I am going to cast around myself and our cleric, Globe of Invulnerability.
What does that spell do for me?
I'm casting it now.
It's a bubble.
Oh, right.
So,
Any
spells
spell at 50
cannot
level or lower, don't
affect us in
us.
here.
Yep.
It's not it's in or out too, isn't
Yeah.
it?
No,
so
it doesn't
I can't
affect things
cast?
going out. No, it doesn't affect things going out. I
No.
looked.
It's
It
not,
just
wall,
says
it's
thing-
not Wall of Force.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's
So you can
convenient.
cast out of there.
No, I was thinking of the Aulux Resilient Sphere.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no, I have that too.
That's for trapping people.
This is just
Or for hamstering.
this is
I mean-
just so that
I like that if you cast a 9th level Globe of Invulnerability, you block 8th level and below spells.
mhm.
Yeah. Because you're not blocking Meteor Swarm with that.
Yep, no, it's just not gonna be able to spellcast at us.
Alright.
So I've got that up.
All right. So as the army approaches, Bug slams her staff into the ground, and this shimmering golden sphere extends from the point and surrounds both herself and Fifi. All right. That makes it Rogar's turn as the kobold hordes are upon you.
I'm waiting for them to get into striking range. And once they do, I'm saving my attack action for when they get into striking range.
Right, they will on their turn. So, all right, Fifi.
Are they technically within 60 feet of me?
Yes.
Okay. Spiritual weapon currently just at level 2 because it it only lasts a minute, and I don't know how long this is going to take. I'm going to just start smacking them with my spiritual weapon. Because
All right.
it's nice to do something that isn't heal sometimes. 13.
Yeah, that hits kobolds.
7 damage.
7 force damage as the spiritual weapon just sends a kobold flinging off to the side.
Oh.
All right. So, that brings us to their turn. I'm gonna roll some quick rolls here. Okay. As they approach, Rogar, your attacks go off.
All right. 2 attacks. One each at a different kobold.
Absolutely, because I don't think they'll survive these.
24 and a natural 1. Wow.
Actually missed.
I actually missed. Well, damage on the first one. First one takes 20 points of damage. 12 bludgeoning, 8 radiant. It's not
Almost
injured, so
certain.
it doesn't take the other one, but it doesn't take 30.
He's absolutely dead.
And the other one, I guess I just get caught in the first one. It's like, God, kobold flesh!
But as they are swarming on you, they do get advantage on their attacks.
Go ahead.
Pack tactics with kobolds. The one way that kobolds can actually be threatening. Threaten natural 20s.
No, I thoroughly disagree. Dragon Mountain. Kobolds are freaking terrifying.
I haven't played that one. I look forward to it.
You
but
fight
based on
kobolds in their lair. They're deadly.
Give kobolds magical items. There is nothing more frightening in the world than a kobold with a horn of fucking blasting.
Oh, yeah.
All right, so I'm gonna say each of you gets a handful of attacks.
All right.
Rogar, you get 4. Advantage. Okay, 2 of them hit you. One of them is a natural 20.
My AC is 24.
Yeah.
Okay. Alright.
So you take 6 piercing damage and 12 piercing damage.
Or comes off your temporary hit points first.
Yep. So 5, and then.
Although I believe that that's actually increased hit point maximum from the Hero's Feast rather than temporary hit points.
I mean, it works out to be the same
I
way.
think Hero's Feast is temporary hit points, but I will check.
It works out the same way either way.
Hit point maximum increases by 2d10.
Oh,
Oh,
You
so
can,
actually,
you can heal the Hero's Feast hit points.
that's actually fair. And so let me fix my hit point maximum first, and then I'll subtract. What is it, 6 and then 12?
Yeah.
Okay.
As they launch javelins over the walls at everyone else, Dorback, you get more of those that are in melee. What's your AC?
20.
2 of them hit you.
Yeah.
Neither of them crit. So you take 4 and 6 points of slashing damage.
Go. Doesn't.
And then Nathafe, what is your AC?
I'm
Come on.
hidden with a 31. So
Yeah, you're hit.
I don't
and
see you.
I do need
because I can do this.
just like falling spears because they're not attacking you directly, but spears are raining down.
so
because
sorry.
I
You
can
cut
do
out.
this-
I
Go ahead.
sorry. You cut out for a second. What were you saying about
I
spears?
said you do need to just make a general dex save for me though to avoid raining spears because while they're not attacking you directly,
Okay,
spears
so
are
that's
raining
fair.
on the parapets.
13.
Yeah, you managed to avoid the incoming.
Okay.
They're not-
Because I can do this with the feat Sentinel, creatures within 5 feet of me that attack someone other than me, I can make an attack of opportunity.
Make one.
So, just when one of them attacks Rogar, I just take a swing at it.
Just ding, wham!
Aaron, has
Before-
Fifi been attacked?
So,
You will be.
15
I
bludgeoning,
haven't yet.
fire damage.
Okay, cool.
Uh,
Just keeping
we
track.
have that
Because I have stuff I can do as reactions.
Lord of
so.
the Rings scene right now where it's like I'm getting like a kobold jumps up and hits me in the back and Dorvac just comes behind, wham!
Yeah, as one of the kobolds rushes forward and plants its short sword into Rogar, Dorvac just up from the side, just golf swing, and the kobold goes soaring through the air to land back on several of his friends. Then some spears are raining on Fifi. What's your AC?
19.
One of those hits you.
I'm gonna use my reaction for projected ward.
Okay.
So it's gonna absorb that damage.
How many hit points does the arcane warp have?
31.
31?
Yep.
It absorbs 4 points of piercing damage.
Okay.
And then coming at Bugs, what's your AC?
My AC is 18.
Two of them hit you.
Okay.
Three, actually. Sorry.
Oh, okay.
So that's going to be 2 points of piercing damage, 4 points of piercing damage, and 6 points of piercing damage.
12 total. Okay.
Yeah. All right. Dorvac, you are surrounded by kobolds.
Correction, surrounded by targets.
Right, starting by targets. So we're gonna do this because I don't want to catch Rogar into the blast radius. But just so it's about 20 feet out, just so that the Rogar doesn't get caught in the blast. Fireball, it's right in the middle of the pack.
Yes. Just as Dorvac, is this from Pyramol or from?
Nope, this is from me. So.
Oh right, you're an Eldritch Knight, aren't you?
Yep.
So Dorvac just rears back and brings Pyramol up into the sky, and with one hand draws flame from the hammer as it forms a massive roiling sphere in his hands, hurls it forward, and the fireball detonates amidst the kobolds. Roll me damage. That's 35 fire damage.
Yep.
I'm going to assume, yeah, none of them can really make that save. Well, they can.
Ooh, that's huge. Sheesh.
That was a very good
Even
damage
if
on
they
that
did,
fireball.
even if they did, it might still kill them.
Yeah, at half damage, it still kills them. So the roiling blast, the 20-foot radius sphere just clears as kobold bodies fly in all directions, scattering to the wind. At the top of the round, let's see if we can rush over here as more arrows rain down. More of the lines break. Okay. All right. Nathafe, it's your turn.
Okay. Do I see anything big and red and winged yet?
You see, roll your perception check.
Okay.
What do your pained by the sunlight elven eyes see?
21. Oh, that's true. That is a good. Well,
Did you go with
Oh.
the Eyes of the Eagle?
no, I did not.
So that would be a disadvantage. 'cause you are-
21.
Pretty good.
The lowest I could roll would be a 21 anyways because I'm proficient in it.
Yep.
Yeah.
I just rolled twice for the rolling stats.
So You see in the distance a flash of red that is still oncoming, not here yet. But also you see, as you look around from your hiding place, you also see a flash of bronze.
Yes.
So flash of red, I'm assuming means not within 400 feet.
Not quite.
Okay.
Actually, yeah, not quite.
Okay.
Time to put that
I
scope
Is
in the
will.
crossbow.
400 with sharpshooter?
Yeah.
Do you have it?
I will. What the fuck? I will fire a shot down at some poor, soon to be very, very, very dead.
Can't you fire sleep with Condemner?
That is a really good question.
Could you just like sleep a section of kobolds and have
I
them get
don't
trampled to
believe
death?
This is 20-foot section of kobolds just goes to sleep.
Very fire,
Aw.
fog, cloud, darkness, hold person, or silence.
Okay.
Oh, okay. That'd be cool though.
Just
Sleep would be ridiculous with this.
Yeah,
I will
yeah.
say
Cool.
if you want to just continue to hold your action, judging by how fast it's moving, that red streak will be within range very soon.
Okay, I am holding my motherfucking action.
All right.
As soon as I can shoot that fucker, I'm going to.
All right. That makes it Bugs. It's your turn.
All right, I am going to cast out of the staff lightning bolt at 7th level.
Oh,
Right.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Because-
And I can get the
because-
description out for you. Give me a sec.
Because
I know
5
how
foot
lightning
wide.
works.
5 foot
it's
wide,
a
100
line.
feet long.
It's a line over a whole bunch of stuff. Uh,
You
I
are
mean,
5
high
feet
up,
wide,
so
100 feet long.
yeah, you're
the range on
really
it.
high up,
Yeah.
but you can angle it to catch as many of them as you can,
Yep.
and so you
Yeah.
just as this massive bolt of lightning just extends from this tiny gnome and just blasts through this line of kobolds. There's just like almost like someone just took the eraser tool and just went like with a mouse and just right over this line of the artwork, just gone. Okay. At initiative count 16, this flash of bronze passes over the walls as Devosa, in their glory, passes over and just this swath of flame breathes down as they do a strafing run across the hordes of kobolds that begin to break in the sight of another dragon as they circle around and take up a position next to the gate. Rogar.
I'm going to answer the lightning bolt and dragon's roar with a combination of the two. I'm going to use my breath weapon to hit a line of kobolds as well.
All right.
And
As you just kind of take a moment and laugh at the kobolds that are around you. As you inhale, there's this sparking sensation as lightning kind of jags around your face, and it just kind of sparks across your body. And this line of lightning just kind of spills forth and blasts across.
Ignore that radiant damage. I do 9 points of damage. It's not much, but
they're kobolds.
kobold. They have 7 hit points.
yeah. DC 16 Constitution save, by the way, not dexterity. You're cutting out, William.
With a -1 on their con, they fail. And so that 30-foot line just blasts away. Fifi, your turn.
Okay. Can't hold a bonus action, so I'm smacking one with my sacred weapon.
All right.
spiritual weapon. Sacred flame, spiritual weapon. You know what? I'll throw down a sacred flame on one of them too. Not like it cost me anything. Unless the thing doesn't want to roll, in which case it might cost me something. Convenience. It's a DC 18 save. Dex. Then spiritual weapon. I'm assuming a 19 hits a kobold.
Yes.
And there it goes.
13 force damage from a spiritual weapon and 18 radiant from Sacred Flame.
I'm helping. I'm not
You're
helping much, but I'm helping just
kobolds,
about as much as the archers are.
1, 2, gone.
I mean, you did more damage on your Sacred Flame than I did on my breath weapon.
And then, at
No
initiative
kill
count
like
12,
overkill. It's the only kind of kill I do.
the kobold horde scatters from around you as you hear echoing in the distance. Roar! Now comes the Cinder King! As this massive red dragon alights on the ground, earth scattering as it lands in front of you.
Okay, we found someone as fond as
She sort
Rogar of
lowers the
unnecessary
crossbow a bit
declarations.
and just in undercoming. Motherfuck.
Hey,
Tonk.
loud and mighty declarations is a draconic tradition. All draconic words are just loud and mighty declarations.
Alright, roll me an attack.
All right.
He has not had a chance to perceive you, so you are still hidden.
Oh, that's good. So that gives me advantage. I'm trying to figure out how many, because advantage, which is canceled by my disadvantage because sunlight, but I feel like there's another advantage in here somewhere. I'm trying to figure out where.
Do you move before him?
Yeah, you're ahead of him.
Yeah,
in
he hasn't entered.
Yeah, he has not technically entered combat yet, so yes, you also
Okay, so I
get
still have
advantage there.
it's on the attack. Wonderful. 31.
That hits.
All right.
As I pull up my
So,
ancient red dragon stats.
and this is for the record, the blight arrow.
Ooh.
Go big or go
Nice.
home.
All right, roll me damage.
44 necrotic damage right to the motherfucking face.
All right, he does make the save.
Okay.
But so
Yeah.
he takes 22 necrotic damage immediately.
Takes 22 necrotic damage right off the bat. Unfortunately, I cannot hide after that because I held action.
So he is right on the battlefield. And I would say you all need to make frightful presence checks, but hero speed.
Yeah.
Well, Dorvac and I wouldn't have to make it even without it.
And he is just going to lead out with a fire breath.
All right. Except I'm assuming it's going to be me and Dorvac, so I need to make a dex save.
That's it.
90-foot cone. Everybody, because he as he unleashes this massive breath of fire, it just washes over the walls.
Don't have advantage.
Everybody needs to make me a dex save.
Okay.
No, because I didn't have the forethought to cast
And I
resistance
used my
on you.
reaction already. So.
Natural 20, which makes it
10.
a 27.
Fuck, 14.
Is that the
25.
best you've got, dragon?
Don't forget to add the plus. Oh no, you don't have the paladin save.
Nope.
No, I do not.
I just have mine.
But you successfully saved Strathis. So you take no damage.
I rolled a 27, so I save, but I still take damage.
So
I gotta get that shield up.
I hope you put a death ward on yourself,
What?
Fifi.
Yes, I have
Good.
a death ward, and Rafe has a death ward, and
That's not good.
Dorvac.
You're back. Yes,
Because
Not
that
a
is
good
that's
yours is not in roll 20.
that's 90 points of fire damage.
Holy crap!
I take half of that.
I'm
The
down to death ward.
Dragons, yo.
Those of you that save take half. Dorvac takes nothing because he's Dorvac.
I'm down.
As
I-
Closing the maul above my head. It's like, that's all you've got, dragon.
The globe goes
I also take nothing.
What's half
Yeah.
of 90? Hang on.
45.
45.
Okay.
Yep, the globe goes away. Because I'm unconscious.
Yeah, my death ward is spent immediately.
Ah, dragons. I hate them.
Oh, I really wish Lay on Hands wasn't an action.
And that's his turn, so Dorvac, you're up. As
He's
the
on the
fire
ground.
washes over you and you just stand there in all of its fury, unmoving,
I assume he-
standing for this torrent of
I
flame.
assume he kills a lot of kobolds too.
Yeah, the kobolds is scattered. He also kills a lot
I
of
was
your
gonna
armors.
say.
It's Dorvac. He's gonna rush forward.
Roll me an attack. You hit, roll damage.
And
As I peek up, that is the dumbest dwarf I've ever seen in my life.
15. 15 bludgeoning, 12 fire damage, which I'm assuming he doesn't take any of the fire
Takes no
damage.
fire damage, but you hit it with the 15 bludgeoning. Just
And take another swing. It's gonna. I keep forgetting. This time I'm gonna use a Great Weapon Master. So that'd make it a 24.
which hits.
So that'd be 27. And my third strike is just wailing away on him. Also, Great Weapon Master.
That'll hit, roll damage.
29. So
19,
no, 29.
As Dorvac just rushes in, Pyremol flaming, just crash, crash, crash across the chest of this dragon, who just kind of rears back. With his legendary action, he's going to make a tail attack against you, as his tail whips around and lashes down at you. It's going to be a 32 to hit,
Yeah, that's gonna hit.
which will deal...
Gee, let me think about that for a second. Did I hit?
Which will deal 19 points of bludgeoning damage as the tail smashes into you.
I can math. It's okay.
Mathafe, it's your turn. You now have an ally in melee with Thordak.
Wonderful. All right. So, we are gonna go ahead and
Ooh,
not.
wait. No, I can't. Never mind.
Blight him again?
No, you can only do each one
Oh, once.
once per long rest. Otherwise, Condemner will be broken as fuck.
That's fair.
It's automatic. I'm not.
So 32 to hit.
That hits. Roll damage. You have sneak attack.
Okay, so I have a clarification question on last round. Did I still get sneak attack with my blight? Because I didn't roll it.
I'm gonna say it's because a spell. Hang on, let me check how sneak attack reads. This is a good question.
Sneak attack
Sneak it- it's
specifically
a-
reads,
Melee or ranged attack.
once per turn you can deal an extra 1d6 damage to one, 76 in my case, to one creature you have hit with an attack if you have advantage on the attack roll.
Yeah, it doesn't
It
matter.
doesn't say it has to be a
It does say an attack, not necessarily a weapon attack. So yes, you can add sneak attack damage to the
Yeah,
blight.
because
Okay.
arcane
So-
tricksters can sneak attack with their spells.
Last round I did an additional 20 damage to him.
Okay, cool.
This
I'm still up.
round,
Yes.
So there's 13 piercing and 7 poison, along with 22 sneak attack damage. And just for fun, I'm gonna throw a cruelty point in here.
This is the time to use them, at least.
And another 1 point. So that would be a total of 36 piercing and 5 poison.
That's why Nathafe and Rogar get along so well. They both have the cruelty feat.
All right. Then that brings it to Bugs. You're still
All
up?
right, I am still up because my ward took just enough of that damage. I have 19 hit points.
Alright.
I am going to let's see.
You have the ability to spontaneously learn heal spells?
No, I do not.
Your cleric isn't dead yet.
No, I'm going to cast Chill Touch on Thordak. The 27 hits,
That
probably.
hits.
Yeah. That's 10 points of necrotic damage, and I am going to pump 5 charges of Cabal's Ruin into that thing.
Go for it.
5d6. That's terrible. Oh wait,
You actually
I only
rolled.
did
No, you only
I
rolled
rolled
one.
1d6.
You only rolled one.
Yeah, here. I changed it on the sheet. Why is it only rolling 1? That's bizarre.
Yo, Yahtzee.
Okay. So, I can take off, one of the
Alright.
fives is there. So 23 points of lightning damage, plus the 10 necrotic.
Yeah. All right. So 33 extra damage.
Sweet.
Nice.
And that is my turn.
All right. Next up, Devosa. You realize as they charge in, as massive and ancient as Devosa is, Thordak is bigger. As Devosa rushes in with fangs and claws bared. Bite attack is going to miss. Claw. Wow. Only 1 claw hits. Devosa, what are you doing? Is this just like the Mercer curse? Whenever you have a badass NPC ally, they fail to do anything.
Yep.
We are playing in his setting. So
Yeah,
yes.
it's fairly appropriate.
All right, well that's 14 more slashing damage as Devosa only manages to hit with 1 claw. All right, Rogar.
Hoping that the cleric is still up, I'm going to run to here, which would I have flanking with Devosa?
Yes.
Okay. And I'm going to get Thordak's attention.
All right, roll me attacks with advantage.
So I'm going to spend a cruelty point on this one. I'm also going to use my staggering smite. So 22 hit.
Just barely. Yeah.
All right. So he is damaged because he has taken damage. So
Yep.
2 points of radiant, 18 points of
27
bludgeoning,
total
plus
damage.
another 7 damage on that. Then another 1 point of damage from cruelty. Thanks, Jeremy, for that. Then 13 psychic damage from with a DC 18 save or lose his reactions. DC 18 Constitution save is the dragon. He'll probably save it, but 13 psychic damage. And I'm going to pump a divine smite at level 4.
He makes sense.
Damn.
For another 21 points of radiant damage.
Nice.
So 27, 28, 38, 39, 38, 49,
I'm keeping track.
27, 38,
So
48.
The fun thing I've
59.
learned to do in Roll20 is to just keep track of the damage you're dealing using the token itself because it's got 3 bars.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's great.
You've done 253 points of damage.
So 62. I in that first hit I did 62 points of damage.
Yep.
Second hit. Spending another cruelty point, and because it doesn't cost an action, I'm going to Divine Smite again on this one.
Well, first you gotta hit, so
Yeah, if
roll
I
attack.
hit. So I'm just adjusting my stuff. Natural 20.
Natural 20!
Nice.
Which means that my improved Divine Smite, does it also make my regular Divine
Let's
Smite?
be
another
clear.
crit?
Let's point out that was a natural 1 and a natural 20.
Yeah, so I rolled a 10 and a 29.
I mean, he also needs to make a wisdom save, which I think he can. Maybe if he rolls a natural 1, he can fail it. I don't think he can actually fail it normally.
Yeah, or unless he's aren't ancient dragons immune to being frightened?
No, they're not. They don't have conditioned immunity frightened.
Really?
Huh. Fascinating.
He does, however, make the save.
So
You really don't need it when you have your save as high as you do, as well as legendary saves. So
yeah. Does the crit also affect my Divine Smite, or does it just affect
Yes,
the okay.
it does affect your Divine
roll
Smite.
dice.
Ooh.
That's why paladins are terrifying.
Well, hang on. Then that means it also affects my hang on. So I
Their
need to-
cruelty as well, yeah.
and my improved Divine Smite
Yep, any cruelty that you pump in.
and my cruelty.
Or you can use that cruelty to regain hit points.
I want to do damage. Sorry, ignore that other.
You get
radiant dice. So, a lot of things just happened. Hang on.
Do math.
2 plus 20 plus 6 plus 8 plus 5 plus.
High level characters are so fun because you basically take
Especially
this
when you
fistful of dice
Plus
and drop them on the table.
especially when you pack them full of ridiculously powerful magical items. Let's be fair.
98 points of damage on the second hit.
Nice!
Holy
I
crap.
will point out that my magical item basically gives me good saves, and I nearly died.
Wha-bam, wha-bam. Is there anything else I can do? Bonus action. I'm going to cast Spiritual Weapon and have it attack from the opposite side of me. Does it get advantage?
Yes.
Okay.
You could also have it flanked with Dorvac if you wanted.
Yeah, I'll have it flanked with Dorvac.
No, I was going to
So
move
everyone
because I
has
don't want to be
advantage.
in between the. I was going to move, but we'd still be
Yeah, you can move.
still be flanking when I move, so it's not that big a deal.
26 hits.
Yep.
I cast
want to
it.
grab a spiritual weapon. Hang on.
I cast it at 3rd level. So. We'll blam. 10 points of force damage. So I did 170 points of damage in one turn.
Yeah. Crit Paladin. Fifi, it's your turn. You're very injured.
Yes, I am. Okay. Flying speed of 60 feet. I'm
Actually,
going fucking Valkyrie. So I just sort of press on the Kiss for the Changebringer, which is actually also the latch from my cloak. Spread out some bird wings.
Wings of flying. Go.
Wings of flying, yes. Because I have a cloak of wings.
Hi, Mercy.
Yeah, like I said, I'm going fucking
Yeah.
Valkyrie. Going out a little bit so I can grab everyone. Mass healing word, sorry. Mass healing word at level 3. Because I'm not wasting my really high level stuff yet. So everyone gets 13 back and I get another 5.
All right.
And then using the rest of my movement to fly back.
All right. At the end of your turn, both Thordak and Devosa are going to use their legendary actions to tail attack each other.
That's fine.
Dragon fight!
Yep.
Both of which miss, so their tails basically smack each other.
Just-
between-
It's like lightsaber dueling.
They get their tails tangled up. It's
This
awkward
is
at that
why
point.
I'm moving out from between
Yeah.
two dragons.
Damn it! I hate it when my shorts get twisted.
Okay, then.
All right, Thordak's turn. Cower before me, insects. Make his multi-attack. One claw against each of you two. One against Rogar. Is going to be a 27.
That hits.
Going to be 17 slashing damage.
All right.
One against Dorvac is going to be a 23.
I'm gonna throw up shield and it misses.
All right. So the second claw streaks down at you, and you thrust your hand up and cast the spell, and this shimmering barrier of force keeps the claw at bay. You were kind of surprised that it did, but it managed it. And then its bite attack is going to go down at you again. You evaded its claw. It's going to be 35 to hit.
Okay, that will hit me.
That one will hit.
Oh,
That'll be,
okay, I'll take that one.
Which would be
Yes.
21 piercing damage, and it would be 14 fire damage, but you're immune to fire damage.
Keep biting the dwarf.
Alright, that'll be his turn. At the end of his turn, Devosa will again take a legendary action to tail attack. That'll actually hit. Gotta keep hopping between the ancient brass and ancient red pages. That'll be 17 more damage to Thordak.
Now you know how I feel when I have NPCs fighting enemies.
Yeah.
Especially when they're complex NPCs.
Dorvac, it's your turn.
It's like leap up, raise the hammer, then Misty Step the say. And then come down with the hammer. Great weapon master.
You have advantage because you're still flanking with me.
Yes, that's why I was moving there.
Yep.
Oh boy, with great, that'll bring it down to a 14, so I'm assuming that'll miss.
Yeah, that misses.
Second strike,
That
Out.
hits, though.
25.
27 points of
27.
bludgeoning damage.
And then swing out with a third hit, and that'll give me a 29. That's for another 26 points of damage.
27 plus 26 is going to be 33.
I just realized, by the way, I couldn't have cast Spiritual Weapon. Because I used my bonus action to do a smite.
Meh. Heat of the moment. You managed to pull something extra. You action searched as a paladin.
Action search. You're a paladin. I don't care.
All right. At the end of your turn, Dorvac, Shaman is going, or Devosa is going to use their third and final legendary action, and now that Thordak has all of his legendary actions back, he's going to use one of his. Devosa is going to tail attack Thordak. Thordak is going to tail attack you. That's going that's going to hit Thordak, and is a 25 going to hit you, Dorvac.
Yes, it will just hit with the shoot.
All right.
Just
That's going to be 19 points of bludgeoning damage to you and 17 points of bludgeoning damage to Thordak.
Thordak decided that tail curling was not what he wanted to do today.
It wasn't the plan.
Nathafe, you're up.
All right. Let's shoot us a fucking dragon, yo. Do, 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 do. Wow.
Wow.
You rolled a 5 and a 4.
So I missed.
That's the Jeremy rolling I remember, though. You know.
I mean, finally, I'm back to me. Yeah, that was a 5 and a 4, which makes it an 18 and a 17. I miss.
Yep. Is that your turn, or do you want to do something else?
That is for my bonus action. I'm hiding. So 23 to hide. Because that is a big fucking dragon.
Wait, you're proficient with stealth, aren't you?
Oh, you're right. I'm sorry. That is a 25.
Good.
Yeah, because you have a
Yep.
plus 15 and
Yeah.
you rolled an 8.
'Cause-
All right. Bugs, it's your turn.
Okay, I'm going to cast. Let's see. I'm going to try and reduce the red dragon. Uses 0 charges out of my staff. But it's an action. He has to make a Constitution save.
I mean, I feel like a legendary save is going to be used here if need be.
Well, he'll
Hey.
use one up.
Hey,
So-
this is one.
Burning legendary resistances
And this
is
doesn't
always
cost you
good
anything.
if
What's
there
his turn?
if he needs to.
What's the DC?
What's your DC?
18.
Con save is plus.
Ridiculous, I'm sure.
Roll
Yeah.
the natural one.
Ah!
Use legendary resistance to not.
See? Burning legendary resistances is a good plan.
It is.
And then I'm going to use Misty Step to not be up on a wall, very easy to see anymore.
You get behind the wall.
Yeah, I'm going to, if I don't know how tall up I am, but I want to like drop down like right down here if I can.
Behind the gate.
Yeah, you can get behind the gate.
Okay, cool. Yep, that's what I do. That's my turn.
All right. Devosa. Ankarel is mine! And just swipes out at Thordak with their full multi-attack. All 3 of which hit. Hey, damage. Claw, bite. Okay. At the end of Devoso's turn, Thordak is going to tail attack you, Rogar. That's going to be a 24 to hit.
That is exactly my AC. I
All
don't
right.
think I have anything that can up it.
That'll be 17 points of bludgeoning damage.
Just take it and then turn back. My turn?
Yes, your turn.
There is only one king of dragonkind here, Thordak!
Technically, there are 3. Although I don't know.
Devosa-
I don't know if Shaman calls themselves a king.
Jamon's
Fair.
title is not king.
There you go.
Technically.
Ruler, yes. Ruler, yes. King, no.
The spirit is the. Fine, the tiny dragonborn wants to make declarations.
Alright. So, using a bonus action to cast. We're going to go with Branding Smite, which is a level 2 spell. And Spinning Point of Cruelty. And Improved Divine Smite is already active. Exalted Agony, 23 to hit.
Yep, that hits.
So 5 points of radiant damage, 14 bludgeoning, 8 because he's already injured. Then a branding smite. Blam. Which makes him light up and makes him unable to turn invisible. So he's currently glowing. Point of cruelty. Oh, sorry, hang on. Scratch that. That's 6 radiant and 8 radiant that are sort of there. I forgot to turn off improved divine smite. Ignore those two.
Yeah.
And then I'm pumping a 2nd level divine smite for another. So grand total
19.
of 5 plus 14 plus 8 plus 6 plus. Sorry, not plus 6 plus 9 plus 1 plus 5 plus 14. 56 points of damage.
All right.
And 2nd attack. Unless he died for some reason. Another point of cruelty. Exalted Agony. Another natural 20.
Holy cow!
Sheesh.
Oh dear.
Blam. Blam. That one I'm leaving in because that's the critted improved divine smite. And then another 2nd level divine smite, which it's twice as I prove my words.
20, 24, 34, 43, 45.
63 points of damage total.
Yep.
63 points of combination bludgeoning and radiant.
You're welcome.
Oh man.
How do we lose?
How's he looking?
He's looking pretty rough.
Okay.
Oh, good.
That's it for me.
All right. At the end of your turn, he's going to use 2 legendary actions for a wing attack. Every creature within 15 feet of him must make a dex save.
Oh,
You do not have your +5 bonus currently because you're far
Yeah.
away from me, Dorback.
I'm too far. Yeah.
I
17. I don't know if that's enough.
that's 20. That's 14, which is probably not enough.
All right. So both of you take 17 points of bludgeoning damage and are knocked prone.
I'm immune to being knocked prone.
There, you can't be knocked prone because you put Honor's Last Stand in front of you, and the buffeting force of the air is not enough to knock you down as the divine power of Bahamut keeps you standing. As he moves half his movement speed and flies 40 feet into the air.
Does that provoke
A good attack of
opportunity?
opportunity, Sentinel, and if I hit,
it might not provoke an attack of opportunity. Does it provoke one?
I will say yes, but because it's a movement as part of the wing attack, it will not reduce his movement speed.
So, you get one.
Okay.
You get an attack at disadvantage because you got knocked prone, and I get regular. I get an advantage because he's still flanked.
oh, we're still both flanking him.
That's true. So I guess it would counteract your disadvantage.
Yeah, you get a regular roll.
Does
But
a 16 hit him? I think a 16 might miss.
Great weapon master. If I,
Lowest I've rolled.
Great weapon master. This would be 29. I do have the sentinel feat. If that counts for everything, it would reduce his movement speed to 0.
All right. It would reduce his movement speed, but because it's moving via the wing attack rather than his regular move, it doesn't.
Like his movement speed is 0,
Okay.
but he's moving because of
Moving.
the attack.
I got a plan,
not using
though.
His movement. Yeah. So.
Okay, so that's 29 more points of damage. All right. Is Aaron still okay? Aaron's
I'm
back.
here. I'm back.
Okay. It's your turn, Phoebe.
Okay. All right.
Jamon also Devosa also gets an attack of opportunity, which misses.
Okay. This is a stupid plan.
Then absolutely go.
I
for
don't care because it would be funny.
Go for
it. Even
that is
more
the
reason
best
to do
reason
it.
to do
Yes.
things.
I'm ordering Thordak to retreat.
That takes a minute to cast.
Oh.
Yeah, that's
Wait.
Yeah, cast
Fine.
it in 1 minute.
Never mind.
Everyone makes that mistake. Everyone that has Gias makes that mistake.
Because
Yeah, I know.
Luge can do it in an instant, and
Yeah.
Luge is cool.
It's because Code Geass. Yeah.
So
I got a
other
plan, though.
stupid plan number 2,
I'm at 27.
divine intervention.
I will roll a percentile. What are you asking for?
Make the red dragon retreat.
Heal my allies.
Oh, no.
Run away.
No, he runs away. I
Oh,
want to
no.
force him to retreat.
What deity do you serve?
Changebringer.
Okay.
Who
So,
protects civilizations and the roads.
Mhm.
you look deeply at Thordak as you beseech the Changebringer, and you feel this divine sensation flow through you as that glowing eye becomes vibrant.
Did
massive
you actually roll
radiation
under a 13?
as it flashes with divine energy? I rolled 10.
Ah!
The best part of this is if he runs away now, historically in our version, Jamon just took credit for the Changebringers.
Hey, the Changebringer probably doesn't give a shit. That's kind of what the Changebringer does.
As you look,
Andraste just is like, yeah, take credit for it. I don't give a fuck.
you see this realization, this almost look of fear in Thordak's eyes as it comes to his turn, and he looks down at this battlefield. You have not won this day. None can topple the Cinder King. And he begins to fly.
Attack opportunity?
He's already way out of your.
Oh, he already moved out of the way? Okay.
He's already 40 feet in the air.
Sorry, I will
Yeah.
stop. I will mute.
How far does he get?
Yeah.
With a dash, he gets 160 feet.
That's
Ooh.
not far enough.
He's kind of shaking them all. It's like, coward!
Well, everyone else is out of reach. It goes back to you, not the Fae.
All right.
Shoot.
Well, so if his dash, that means I will end up getting like 2 shots. Let me see here.
Your range is greater than
Yeah,
30
no, I just have my attacks. I am now. There's nothing next to him, and so I'm actually at disadvantage at this point. Moment. So that's a 17. I will use one of Condemner's +5 bonuses attack to pump that up to 22.
Yep.
Is that a hit?
Yep, that hits.
Okay. So
That's
I'm
maybe
using
the bar
a
vision.
cruelty point to give it +6 or a +1d6. So that is 15, 13 piercing, 2 poison plus 1 point cruelty. And I think that is all I can do because doing that, there is no opportunity. Oh no! Wait. I was hidden.
Yeah, but you had disadvantage.
That.
And also his perception check beat your
Hiding
check.
only.
Oh, that's right. So I don't. Okay.
Yeah, it only
that's
helps
fair.
if you have advantage.
Yeah, if you have disadvantage, even if there's someone in melee with them, you don't get sneak attack.
Okay.
No, it's or.
That-
If they're in melee with them, you do get
It's
it.
melee or a form of
Yeah.
advantage.
It's or, not
Yeah.
and.
And
Yeah,
that's
it's
everything. for this
specifically it's if you have advantage on them, or if they are in melee and you don't have disadvantage on them.
Oh, okay.
Is how it
Yeah.
reads.
There's a second clause. Or a third clause.
And that is my turn.
All right.
Um.
So, as it gets to at the end of your turn, Devosa is going to use a wing attack to not hit anybody, but to move half their speed as they begin to give chase, and they shout
Yeah.
out, "To the airship! He must not flee!"
Yep.
And it's your turn, Bugs.
Yes, it is. Sorry, I have to look at a bunch of different things to see what I can actually do.
Teleport.
I have a plan. Okay. I cast Bigby's hand. 120 feet away.
He's about 160.
Yep, I know. Can keep.
I mean, I feel like he's going to get away. I don't know why. There's
Right.
just something in my mind.
Actually, order up
that makes me
operations things.
suspect this.
First thing, I have a stupid plan because I have a staff that can explode.
Please don't break your staff.
But
That will kill us all.
no, it won't.
No, that'll
It's
kill.
He's too
you
far
all.
away. It will not kill any of you.
That is true. I am in the sky right now.
So 30 and then 120. That would be within range of Thordak, right?
That would put you 10
that'd be
feet
close.
away. That'd put you 10
That'd be
feet away.
close. There's already a little
really
bit of distance
close.
from where he
Okay.
was.
Okay. I don't think that would be close enough. I just do enlarge and reduce again.
On Thordak?
Yep,
On
on
yourself?
Thordak.
It's only got a 30-foot range.
Oh, it is. Never mind.
It's
I
way
can't
out.
do that. Yep. Let's see. I don't think I have. And he's how far away again? Sorry.
He was already like 70 feet away from you, and then went like 160 feet. So about
You have spell
230
sniper?
roughly.
No, I don't. Okay. I can't do anything then. Yeah. Yep. Yeah.
Devosa has told you to get back to the airship as they take off after.
Where's the ship?
I'll point in the correct direction.
I start jogging lightly toward it, slowly on my
Alright.
tiny leg.
All right, we're gonna hop out of initiative for a minute. Are you going? Do you have teleportation?
I don't. No. I
Okay.
have plane shift.
Okay. So the group of you make a mad dash back to the airship, which then takes off into the skies, and you begin to give chase.
As I'm running, I pump 65 points of lay on hands into myself.
Who's injured?
Which puts me
I
back
am.
to 92.
I have 32.
I'm almost at half. But
Yeah, you're not quite below half, so I can't do the thing I would do, but I'll cure wounds each of you just with a level 1. Give you something
Ooh.
back.
And as I catch up to Flipperty, I'll just reach out and pick her up and football carry her.
It's very undignified. I am protesting.
11 to
Are you
30
resisting?
and 9 to
No, I guess not.
go back.
Ooh, I can do one thing to Thordak as he runs away.
Yes.
I can do Ice Storm. So I do Ice Storm.
Okay.
Just dexterity save and half damage if he makes it.
All right.
And that will be 6 health back to me.
So 29,
So
39.
that was the cure wounds was directed at who?
Dorvac and Flubber Bugs
Okay.
got
20,
some health back. Yeah.
Sweet.
Okay.
Thank you.
All right. So, as you all heal and make your way back to the airship, you begin to give chase as the two dragons are kind of hard to miss in the sky. The airship catches up to them roughly over the Osmit Sea.
Yes.
As the two of them are locked in an aerial battle, wings flapping, claws and teeth tearing, as they continue to do battle in the air. The two of them just kind of tangled in each other.
I would like to try something.
Which I
When we get close enough, which is 60 feet.
The airship pulls forward as they're throwing each other around. You get within 60 feet.
Mm-hmm. Telekinesis.
I mean,
And-
before we get that close, I am gonna fire a shot.
Yeah, I figured.
I think Thordak's bigger than huge.
Is he bigger than huge?
He's gargantuan.
Dang it. Okay, I'm not trying to move him.
Well,
It's one of his wings.
he might be dead shortly as our rogue starts to shoot him with
Yeah.
impunity.
Yep,
And once we get in 60 feet, I'm casting something too.
that's true. Yeah.
Also, as a
in that case,
clarification, how long has it been? Do I still have my wings?
It's probably been about 20 minutes.
Okay, yep, I've still got them.
So I think Nathfe probably. What's your range
Yeah.
with the crossbow?
I'm firing once we get in with 100 feet.
Go for it.
And before I do that, I am dropping a darkness spell on myself,
so that
so
you
I
no longer
don't have disadvantage, which means that I get to attack
You
with advantage on the roll.
can't
Although
see
does
out of it,
darkness
though.
stop dark vision?
Yes.
You
Superior
can't see out of it. Okay.
Superior darkness vision. You can see in dim light within 120 feet of you as if it were bright light, and in darkness, and this is the capitalized D darkness.
Oh, okay. Nice.
That's what drow get in
Cool.
exchange for getting fucked when it's sunny out.
Yes. So
Yeah, no, they and
as-
also
dim
especially
light.
their racial darkness, they can see through regardless.
Yep.
All right,
So-
go for it. Roll me attack.
All right. So that's a 30.
All right, roll damage.
All right, and I'm dropping another cruelty point in. Oh, that was rolling the attack again. So that is, and then sneak attack. So that is 46 piercing damage and 8 poison damage plus 1d6. Plus another 5, so 46, 51 piercing damage and 8 poison damage.
All right. Would anyone else like to do anything?
I
I'll
have
make
no
your
range.
attacks.
I have no ranged abilities.
Once we
All
get
right.
in 60 feet, I'm casting Ray of Frost.
All right.
Oh, I do have a ranged ability, but it's a 4th level spell, and I've already.
And I
used
would
that
have,
spell,
I
so.
should clarify, I would have specifically chosen a spot away from everybody else, so I was not darknessing the entire group.
I'm going
Yeah.
to stand near. I'm going to stand near the spellcasters to provide them with bonuses to their saving throws, and use my bonus action to increase the AC of Fifi by 2.
Cool. And I will. Actually, let me check. I did not bring that. Okay. So I am going to cast resistance on myself so I can add a d4 to a save.
All right.
Because really fucking high saves are my thing. I'm not
So,
going to die to a failed save.
So basically, I'm keeping them safe, and I'm also interposing Honor's last stand between Fifi and any attacks that are coming.
All right.
Did we have 10 minutes since we were sitting along?
As you were chasing, yes.
Yep. Okay. Question. I'm gonna put the spell in. Can this thing fly?
Phantom Steed.
Yep. Quasi, it's up to you, but
I will say that at your level of ability and your experience, you can summon a winged steed.
okay. Yep. I summon like a little wyvern kind of thing. And step out onto it, and then Phantom Steed. Yep, it's not a concentration. So then I summon Bigby's hand by me.
All right.
As we start getting closer and closer, and I pull it along.
Make a fist attack with Bigby's hand.
I'm not making a fist attack. I'm gonna
What are you
do
doing?
something. I'm doing something stupid. I'm gonna hand over my staff.
Oh.
Oh.
And I'm gonna yell out into the wind. Jamon, get away from him. And I'm gonna start to bring the staff closer with the hand.
All right. So, Devosa reaches down with their neck and just takes a bite out of Thordak's chest, pulling flesh, and kicks off, building distance as Bigby's hand flies closer and crushes the staff.
Yep. So it currently has, it doesn't do max damage because I've cast spells out of it, but it does have 39 charges. So, Thordak, I am doing this like right next to him, so he's right in the area. Thordak takes, oops, that's the wrong button. Where is that? 39. 8 times 39 points of force damage.
So 312.
Oops. Yep. Yeah. 312 points of force damage.
Is there a save involved with that one, or is it just boom?
Nope. It just, let me check.
Pretty certain it's just boom.
I'm pretty sure you might be able to make a dex save.
You're spinning. Yeah.
You're destroying a legendary artifact for
I am
this, so it might
destroying a
not have a
legendary
save.
artifact. This pains me deeply. But it can't get away. Oh wait. It's on a different page.
DC 17 dexterity saving throw.
17
That's true.
for half.
Yep. Yep. For half.
Well,
I mean,
yeah.
He makes the save, but with over 150 damage dealt anyway.
Yep. Boom.
There's a moment where all sound stops. All sound, as it just... And then this singularity explosion shatters Thordak's chest as he begins to plummet towards the Osmit Sea. Devosa takes a moment to breathe as you watch the crimson form of this red dragon plummet down to the ocean below. Ankarel is mine! Never come again! And there's a distance as the massive dragon's form hits the water below.
Yes.
As Devosa takes a moment and flies up to the ship. I thank you, my friends, who have saved this city and more. That's where we'll end for the night.
All right. As a note for everybody that watches our stuff, normally we do not have a Sunday. We're not going to have a Sunday show tonight or next Sunday because the rest of the crew, other than me and William, are busy with a theater show, which they're performing. They're they're hanging in the set tonight and actually performing next weekend. So we will be back with the final episode of Deadlands Hunter Society in 2 weeks. And then after that, we're moving on to another D&D 5th edition series called Worldfire that Austin's going to be GMing. But yeah, aside from that, we'll see you all later. Say goodbye, everybody.
Bye.
Adios.
Bye.
Bye.